the sound and the pictures. And we're live. And Vale, I'm getting some feedback from your end. I don't know if you can put that.
I
Push the
don't know
toggle.
why.
And here we are. Mission 2, Week 7, Season 10 of the Interpoint Station Lancer Campaign. Where today we're venturing out into the volcanic area to beat up construction workers, and we'll see how that goes. It is mission 8 on Mount Cellar, so there's only 2 missions left to be completed here before that region 2 is out, and then we only have the depths, the tundra, and the desert left. The tundra and desert where nobody wants to go. I am prophesizing right now that the last week of the season is gonna be only happening in the tundra because everything else is gonna be gone. It's just gonna happen. I can feel it. Helping us today, we've got a crack consortium team to help us out, including Singularity. What have you been up to, and which mech are you bringing?
Hello there. So Singularity has been up to the lovable rogue nonsense as usual, and running low on a little bit of money, found a peculiar invitation on his personal OmniNet page. And of course, he couldn't help but jump at the opportunity to make an extra buck, signed up for a mission, and here we are.
Nice.
He is bringing out a kitted out Porvo with a Tempest charged blade and some fountainhead missiles, looking to drop on people from up high and slam.
Yeah, we got the biggest sword. We got an Opcal thermal charge Tempest charge blade, right? Pretty lorg. Celestial Corgi, what have you been up to? Which mech are you bringing today?
Well, despite their past history with Interpoint, on this season they are joining with the Consortium because they think they can get out at the ground floor and rise their way to the top. Unlike their normal Vanguard shotgun shenaniganry, I am actually going to be trying the kunai and doing hacking crimes.
Nice. Perfect. And Toucan, what have you been up to? Which mech are you bringing today?
Yeah, Toucan's been more or less up to what they usually are, which is using advanced military hardware to track migrational birds and pretending to be a mercenary, more or less. I'm going to be in the Kiwi primary today, which is more or less built to just keep people alive and is kind of just one big spotting scope.
Nice. Perfect. And last but not least, new aboard Interpoint Station. We've got Vale. What have you been up to? And which mech are you bringing today?
Vale has just entered the station and is looking to start getting in on the action. Saw a post for some new recruits needed for this mission and decided to go out in their Everest kitted out for long-range fire support with a AMR and assault rifle for backup.
Nice. Marvelous. Before we go out, let's talk about reserves. Which, man, there's so many reserves these days. Unlimited reserves. First of all, I think the only member of the consortium here is Corgi. So, Corgi, it's Christmas. You receive the Unicomp core bonus for free. You can, once per mission, clear all heat as a free action. And you get a free piece of GMS gear for free. The team as a whole gets 2 reserves. First of all, at the start of any round, once per mission, you can lock on to all enemies on the field. And the other one is that the team has 4 floating repair points during the rest, which they can apply as they see fit. That is it for reserves. Don't forget about them, but you will anyway, because it's just too much. And with that, we can send you into the volcanic area of Mount Cellar, which looks like this in Scene 1. In Scene 1, we're going to do a Signal Chase. Signal Chase is the new custom sit rep that everybody loves. And it works like this. At the start of... let's... Other way around. At the end of each round, if there are more PCs than NPCs in this blue zone, alright, you get 1 point. At the end of round 6, you need to have at least 4 points in the bag to win the sit rep. So, more players than NPCs in the blue zone at the end of a round results in a point. Now, this sounds easy, but it is not easy. It is difficult because at the start of each round, after reinforcements have arrived, I will click this button, which will then cause the zone to skitter around the battlefield, and you must chase after this elusive signal. If something like this happens, where the zone would exit the battlefield, it instead stops at the border, and then it will be re-rolled until the zone completes one entire movement without attempting to get off the map. So in this case, we go to 216 and then to 612, and this is where the zone hangs out for a round, where you have to then get into it, kick out the opposition to get a point, and then it will move on. And 6 rounds, 4 points for the victory. Questions about this mechanic? Perfect. Let's talk about terrain. Terrain comes in a bunch of different stuff. Vegetation, which is only the half-size grass, because this is a fucking volcano, nothing grows here. Is only large enough to give half-size characters soft cover, which is Celestial Corgi. You will also have to respect that it being difficult terrain, though. The rocks are hardcover obstruction. You can climb them, stand behind them for hardcover. The cloud is just soft cover, no difficult terrain. You can stand inside of there. Or if you shoot through, it's difficult soft cover. And then we have the lava, which is like water. It requires EVA, jump jets, or flat packs to not be difficult terrain. And if you get into it the first time in a round, or start your turn in it for the first time in a round, you take 2 heat and 2 points of burn. So you might want to avoid that. Or, if you want to be funny about it, you can slam the enemy into lava, because they too will take that damage. That is it for terrain. Other questions about terrain?
Was the lava 2 heat and then the 2 burn on top of that? So it'd be 4 heat total?
Correct. 2 heat and 2 burn. If the heat overheats you, of course, doesn't matter because exposed doesn't double burn. Unless... Let's see.
I think my only question is, this thing's like a platform, so it's size 1 cover if you're adjacent to it, but if you're on top of it, you're just on top of it, right?
Correct. As you can see, there's some terrain on top of it as well, which through the power of addition, we can add up to size 1/2. So, Korg, if you were standing behind this, on the platform behind the size 1/2, you would still get hard cover from that direction.
Excellent.
Cool beans. Let's get some builders in. Oh, before that, let's roll for a bonus objective. Not today. Maybe next scene. Haven't had a bonus objective in a while. Now, part of the fun of Signal Chase is that I also won't know where the fucking zone goes, because I have to put in reinforcements before it moves. So, you know. We'll see where it moves. We've got some builders surrounding your position. Goliath from the top, Scud from the east. South is a Iron Corsair Sentinel, which is an elite sentinel, careful. A Berserker, and a Pyro from the west side. Now, before round 1, the zone will move. Where does it go? 5 and 11. That is illegal. We must reroll. 2 and 8. Haha, no way. It just comes back. Nice! Good job, gang!
Ship it.
We did it.
We did it! Well, that is half the fun of Signal Chase. Looks like the first one is free. Players will begin.
Anyone have a pressing desire to go first?
I don't even have any strong power moves.
I would like to shoot somebody.
And by all means.
Kill them all. Oh, did I put you on the map layer too, Cam? Unfortunate. Many such cases.
Oh, that's why I can't move me around. I was gonna ask when it was my turn, but
Well, if you like, you can go right now.
yeah, I have a thing I can do if you guys are cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Cool. I think I'm gonna activate my Enclave Pattern Support Shield.
No
I'll probably just drop it right in the middle there. Is there
It's
where...
a burst. It will generate around you.
Should be burst 3?
Yep.
Oh, dang, okay.
That's a shield.
But keep in mind, that means during the next round you will be immobilized. Unable
It's
to
fine.
go
This
to the
thing is
zone.
probably gonna stay...
Yeah,
It's probably gonna stay right here.
It's gonna stay there again.
That's probably fine. And then I think I'm gonna lock on to the Industrial Goliath.
No problem.
And let's shoot... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's all I got. That's it. It's my turn.
Unless you overcharge, that is gonna be it. Yep.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we're getting this zone contested this round. I think it might not be happening, friends. Let's start with the Elite Sentinel.
Moving out.
Not in range. We will enter the zone with a boost. And then we just blast you in the face, 2K.
Kill order received.
Hitting you, oh, hitting you for 10. We're in tier 3 right now. We just fixed that real quick.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah, it's been fun, friends. Let's try that one again.
That's it, bro.
8, 4, 6. That seems more appropriate. Don't forget your 1 point of armor, so you only take 5 damage. And make sure at the end of your turn to click the end turn button top left to end your turn. That is the Sentinel's first turn. As an elite NPC, it gets 2 turns, but it is now a player turn.
If I go, I might be able to neutralize some of the potential danger of that Berserker before it runs up on us.
Yeah. I mean, I was also thinking about trying to prone it as
We
well.
hate Berserkers.
Yeah,
We do indeed.
if I invade it, I can slow it. But if you want to
Okay.
beat it with a sword, I don't want to step on your toe.
I don't think he's in sword raid, but I was going to lock on Stormbringer 1 him.
Ooh, that's also a power
Knock
move.
him
Yeah,
prone.
go for that.
Alrighty. Let me get the right token. I guess I'll go. First things first. I will. Where's the button? Frame features. There it is. So I will fly this turn. I will use my Type 3.
Mhm.
Flap it on the Sentinel.
Take a heat.
Take the heat. Then I'm going to use attack run to fly 3 spaces towards the Builder Berserker. And I'm also going to choose to make that 3 spaces up, if possible.
No problem. Do you know how to adjust the numbers on the icons?
Yes, which one do you want me to use for height?
I want you to use this arrow, and the number on the arrow is the amount of free spaces underneath your feet.
Yep, gotcha.
So if you want to be on the height... Yeah, so right now there's 3 empty spaces below you, basically.
Okay, perfect. So, dash towards him, lock on, skirmish with the Cottonheads. Consuming lock on.
Mm-hmm. It's 1 accuracy.
One accuracy net.
Hits.
Hits, regular hit, and I also have OpCal on this.
Nice.
So 5 explosive regular.
+1.
Oh.
And we are prone.
All right. Berserker has been put in its place. I will then overcharge.
Yeah.
Because why not? To put a turret drone here.
1 GMS turret drone.
Yep. I do not have drone commander, but you probably assumed that already. And I will then fly back into the zone and gain another 4 spaces of height. So let's put me... yeah, there.
We are at height 7.
And go to height 7. Yep. We're up tall. And take my heat from the overcharge. That is my turn.
Sentinel will go again.
Target locked.
Going to march in. Going to fire a micro-missile barrage through both you, Toucan, and Celestial Corgi.
Can I do my Overwatch on that guy?
Absolutely. Which funny Overwatch do we have? Pistols. Pew pew. First one hits. Second one crits.
Hey,
Can I get a
nice.
turret drone in on that? Or actually, no, is it not worth it on a Sentinel? Probably not.
That is 2 points of damage. Now, Corgi and Toucan, please give me hull saves against micro missiles. 6 damage on a fail, 3 on a success. Corgi easily making it, and so does Toucan. 3 damage to both of you. Adjust my armor. And then the Sentinel will pull out its sword and miss Toucan. That is the Sentinel's second and final turn, leaving Vale and Corgi.
What's the larger threat between the Goliath and the Pyro?
Who's the bigger threat?
Um,
No, they're both Garbo. They're both slow.
They're both very slow. The Pyro is probably more damage threat, but it's so slow that it's not going to get here for a while.
Yeah,
The Goliath's a tank.
and the Goliath is mostly dangerous if it can get close and grapple you.
We do like a good grappling.
You want to open it up with your rifle, or do you want me to do some stuff here? Vale.
I will open it up with my rifle. I guess I'll target the Sentinel.
You know what I'm going to
Yeah, go ahead.
As a reaction at the start of your turn, I am going to use a leadership die and tell you to do that thing that you were going to do.
Yo.
And you can either gain a point of accuracy or do an extra d6 of damage.
Well, I am going to use the protocol steady aim, immobilized for the +1 accuracy on all rifle attacks.
Careful though.
And then
If we peel all this nonsense, the Sentinel has hard cover from your position because of this rock.
I did not see that over
So
2K.
with crack shot, AMR, it's a neutral shot. If you use leadership on accuracy, it's accuracy 1. Accuracy 1's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll keep doing that then.
Oh, also important, would you like to skirmish, or is this a barrage?
This will be a skirmish.
Alright, just firing the AMR then. One accuracy shot, spending the ship die on accuracy. Let's see it. Solid hit into the Sentinel. Click regulate. There's overkill in there.
There is.
Roll me d6, take a heat.
I don't have the button for that.
Go to the top right. Next to the gear wheel is a menu called Collection. And in there is a list of macros, d20, d3, d6, burn check, and invisible check. Please click in bar on all of them. That is 2 damage, so that is going to be 6 points of damage. Armor piercing. The AMR is unloaded.
Then can I overcharge to do a reload?
Nope. Reloading in Lancer is a full action, which can only be done via stabilize. But we can say that you overcharge for this shot, and then you can full action stabilize if you like.
Yes, that's what I meant to do.
Basics, overcharge, first one.
And then overcharge to clear heat and reload.
That is in mech actions. Please go to mech actions and then full action stabilize and just click through that menu real quick to put it in chat. Perfect. You stabilize, clearing all heat, and reloading your anti-material rifle. And I think that's your turn. Unless you want to.
Yes, it is.
The Goliath will walk up.
Navcom locked.
We're going to lock onto you, Vale. And then shoot you in the face with a drum shotgun.
Weapons hot.
Into the Enclave pattern for a 1 difficulty, consuming lock-on that we just gave you for 1 accuracy neutral, hitting you for 5 points of damage. Leaving us with Celestial Corgi's turn.
Alright. Sentinel's got hard cover from where I'm at, right?
Correct.
Okay. I will move. I'm then going to shoot him with the spike rifle.
A hit. A damage.
As my reaction, I am then going to do an invade on him.
Mm-hmm. Two heat for every attack we make. And you have a quick left.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna do another invade on. And I'll hit him with fragment signal.
Mm. The scout is going to move and boost.
On the move.
And we're gonna invade Singularity here. Missing. The Pyro will move and jump 7 spaces with its jump jet. Five up recharge. And that's all we can do. The Berserker will get up. I get up. And move 5 behind this rock. Biding its time. Soon. That is it for round 1. Let's see where that stupid zone ends up.
Hey, Rolf, shouldn't the Sentinel have taken some heat from the invades?
Absolutely. Takes 2 heat from 1 invade. The other one, you just apply an invade effect as a reaction.
Okay.
Not an actual invade. That also means you don't need to roll to hit.
Oh, well, that's nice.
215. Oh. Can't. So that means we now go 5-8. Yeah? 210. No. 2-8. No. 4-7. 4-7. Yes. There is the zone for round 2. The consortium has accumulated 1 point. 3 more to go. Players go first.
I would like to open by shooting the Goliath if no one objects.
No argument for me.
Go for it.
Remember, he's got a lock on him.
Yep. Can consume that for 1 accuracy.
Yeah, I am going to consume the lock-on to shoot with my AMR.
Careful, is this an overcharge or are we actually skirmishing now?
This is just the actual skirmish, no overcharge.
You got it. Crack shot?
Nope.
You got it. That guess it's a 2 accuracy shot. Hits. That is 1 overkill. That is 9 points of damage.
And then I'm going to move.
Mm-hmm. Goliath will overwatch you.
Weapons hot.
Hitting you for 5 kinetic damage.
Quick question: Does my shield last? Doesn't it last until the end of my next turn, or?
Oh, you are correct. I put it in the back to get to the zone. That should be rolled at 1 difficulty.
I don't think it.
19 still hits.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna save you, but I'm trying.
The shield's doing its best.
And now I've forgotten how to draw the arrows.
Right click or Q. If you pick up your token. Alternatively, there is a measuring stick in the top left. You can also right click or Q.
Moving like so.
So you can't do this one because you become engaged here, which means you lose all your leftover movement. You couldn't start a boost here to get into the zone, but that's up to you. But your standard movement will only get you this far. If you have jump jets, you can also just quick action boost to fly over the guy, Get to there. That's fine.
Yes, that's what I was going to do instead. And then I wouldn't be able to move afterwards, right?
Correct, yeah. Well, no, you have standard movement left. Because you didn't break into your standard movement before becoming engaged.
Okay, then I will move.
This would, of course, trigger an Overwatch. However, that Goliath has already Overwatched you, so it's out of Overwatch.
And I will end my movement there.
You got it. Click the end turn button. Then we will cause some mayhem with this Berserker here.
Hunt them!
We're going to Avalanche Charge 5 spaces into you, Kurogi. Slapping you twice with a Chain Axe at 1 difficulty. Missing the first one. Hitting the second one for 7 points of damage.
Can I use my reaction to, what's it called? The, Blink Field Interdiction on my shield thing?
Absolutely. Take 2 hit you can, and Kurogi, you take 4 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
Ending the Berserker's turn.
If I go next, I can invade that sentinel, take them over, shoot the berserker, and then walk them into lava if people would like.
Yeah. That's actually not bad. I was debating doing my sky drop to knock the sentinel into lava and then trying to get a double hit with the super heavy.
We will need 2 more invades, Kurogi.
Okay, I was just going to ask that if the hero code counted that. In that case, you dropping on it with a sword might be the better bet.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I wouldn't do that is if we want me, because I can actually reach the Goliath and I could reach the zone.
Oh, that might be best, because I'm not getting there.
I don't say, can Tukan get there?
Oh, I'm immobilized this turn. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, so we do need me to go to the zone. So it's probably in someone else's best interest to try and take care of the Berserker or the Sentinel. In that case. Unless you just want me to go try and murk the Goliath right now. But it sounds like I'm on zone chasing duty.
Yeah, let me try something here with the Berserker incentive.
If it makes any difference, my plan on my turn is to do a lot of lock-ons. I don't know if that's something you feel
Actually,
like you need right now.
That works for me. So if you would like to do that, I would not object, because then I can do more shenanigans.
Yeah. I figured. And I've got Spotter, so if you're standing next to me when you eat a lock-on, you roll twice. So keep that in mind.
Ooh. Yeah,
Ooh.
Please go before me.
If you do have a extra lock-on somewhere in that chain, if you can drop one on the Goliath, I'd love that when I go try and drop on it.
Yeah, okay, this is gonna
Actually,
be dope because
can...
I've got Spotter too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna like drop 3 lock-ons here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm gonna lock on to the Sentinel here. The Goliath. And because I've got Spotter 2 and I didn't move this turn, I get a free lock on at the end of my turn. The Berserker can have that one. Question. Spotter 2 says that if I lock on to somebody, I can know a bunch of stuff about them.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know those things?
Absolutely. Go to Talents, click Spotter 2. And then click Panopticon Scan and click whoever you logged on just now.
Oh, neat. Okay. All right, cool. It's incredibly useful. I love that.
It do be handy. All right, that is your turn, I think.
Yeah. Did it say I ended it? I think I did.
Perfect. Let's do the Sentinel. Recharging micro missiles. Nope. We're going to barrage. No, go to invade. Invading Singularity. Misses. Sticking a knife. Into Toucan. Hits for 4. That gets us 2 points of heat. 4 points of heat. Paired runs out. Slowed runs out. Shrike runs out. And that is the Sentinel's first run. Leaving our two consortium mechs.
Singularity, you
Do you
seem
wanna
like
go
you know
red
what you
way?
want to do, and I'm trying to math out my weird galaxy brain plan here. So if you want to take a turn, I don't mind.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I realized the Goliath hasn't taken its turn, so I feel like I'll try and drop on it before it tries to smoke veil. Cool. I will take my turn. I'm not going to bother with projected shield because it seems like I'm a heat magnet or attempted heat magnet. But I will use my dive attack.
Mm-hmm.
The range equal to my fall distance, which is 7. That Goliath is in 7.
Perfect.
So I can put myself anywhere adjacent to him. So I'll just go like so over here.
That is 8
Now the
spaces
Goliath,
you just fell.
Oh. So is it okay? So my fall distance has to be the range. It's not just targeting to the character.
Mhm.
Okay. Confusing wording is confusing.
Well, you fall directly towards them, so you just follow here.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, never mind then. Cool.
2 damage.
So I do that fall 2 damage. And I swing my giant sword. Consuming lock on.
That is a critical hit.
Yo.
Do I want to thermal charge?
Yeah,
1 second.
these things have
Let me-
an absurd amount of hit points.
Yeah, I'm scrolling.
14
back up to-
HP left.
So yeah, 14 HP left. I mean, I should be able to hit that on a crit.
Oh, actually, yeah.
But
Thermal
you know
charge
what?
guarantees better.
Thermal charge guarantees better, so I'm also going to thermal charge it.
And it'll also give us the zone.
Well, not needed. Let's see how much I overkilled. Overkilled by 10.
Nice.
And then I will pro hop my way into the zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
The scout is going to invade you, Singularity.
Pulling the trigger.
Understandable.
2 heat and impaired.
The streak was too good to last.
Scout's going to move 5 spaces and as a quick action activate its cloak in the field. Turning the Berserker and Sentinel invisible. And itself too. Leaving Celestial Corgi.
That scout is rude. All right. I'm gonna kick this off by doing an overcharge.
First overcharge. 1 heat.
And I'm gonna. Then I am going to do an invade on the Berserker, consuming the target lock.
Invis check first. Is this a full attack or a quick attack?
Well, this is an overcharge here.
Oh,
so
sorry, so it's
just
quick attack. Yep.
And it will hit invis. And then I am going to do Hacker 1, and they can either take 2 heat or be pushed in 3 spaces.
We'll take 2 heat.
I figured that would be the choice. I'm going to hit them with Sprite Code.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to do a... I'm going to do a quick tech. Or a quick action invade. On the Berserker.
Invis.
Thank you.
Misses this
Rude.
time.
Oh, wait. Did you use my lock on for that?
Nope, just lock on the last one.
Ah, damn.
Spotter 1 does not let you reroll Invis, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Hoping to get this dang thing away from me first.
No. You must stay.
Yeah, wrecked all my fun. You know what?
Oh no, Invis.
Screw it. You can overwatch me.
Hell yeah.
No survivors!
7 points of damage.
I was hoping it was going to be less than that.
He takes 2 heat.
True.
Toasty.
You lose a system.
I will lose.
Sorry, I think you broke out. Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate which is least painful right now. I'll lose the Cerebral Amplifier.
Mm-hmm. The Sentinel will shoot at you. Engaged. 2 difficulty.
All right.
Hits for 6.
I would like to use a reaction
Mm-hmm.
for to make them check their fire.
Make sure to announce that before I roll the attack roll.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Take 2 heat. 19. Click systems, click yourself. Beta 19. It's visual intrusion grid. Nah. Take 6. And then give me a hold check against immobilized and jammed. Oh no. Whew, okay. Be on your way. Quick, get out.
All right, well,
Buddy, you gotta go.
yeah.
Oh,
My
brother.
brilliant turn did not go the way I thought it would.
No.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna shoot the sentinel.
Mm-hmm. Invis.
Oh.
All right.
We made it out somehow. The pyro will recharge the jump jets. Yes. Oh no. Jump and a hardcover flamethrower for you, Corgi. It doesn't stop. 2 difficulty behind the rock. Nah. Sentinel turn 2, locking on to Toucan and point blank pumping a shotgun into you. At neutral. Missing entirely. Recharging micro missiles. No. That's the round. Going into round 3. Consortium takes home yet another point. We will be getting some reinforcements from the top. A Scourer and a Barricade to pounce on that zone. And let's see what the zone's been up to. 214, impossible. 116, ooh. Good luck. Maybe we don't get in this round. Oh no. We got a buffer of 2 rounds. That's okay. Players will begin.
I don't know if Toucan wants to go first, but they seem to be the most imperiled.
Yeah, I am in a lot of... I'm in danger.
Yeah?
My idea here is to pop my core system, which it's best to do like top of the round and then take my next turn like bottom of the round next time.
Yeah, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just not seeing if it's a quick action or like a...
It's a quick action.
Okay. I think I'm gonna overcharge.
First one, basics, overcharge, number 1.
Okay, and then let's do the...
The banner is raised. All your friends have resistance to heat and damage. But you don't.
Okay, and I think I'm gonna stabilize to survive.
Absolutely. Mech action, full action stabilize. Spending a repair point down to 4. to regain HP.
I can make it to the zone.
Well, first we'll have to do an NPC here. Gonna do this Scourer.
Eliminating target.
Going to fire the tail laser at you, Vale. Hitting you for 6 points of energy. This is cut in half to 3, thanks to the banner that 2 can put up. 3 damage is still enough for a structure. No custom paint job. Can find the structure damage in basics, structure damage, first lost. Outcome. Impaired. You get 1 difficulty on everything until the end of your next turn. And we'll invade Singularity. Ending the Scourer's turn.
You can still make it to the zone. Did I make it to the zone?
Staying in the zone gets you points.
How many
Points
points
of
do we need?
4 of them.
Okay, so we're halfway there. If I get there, then we'll have all but 1.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't end when we get 4 points, though, right? We still have to live out those other rounds.
That is cool.
How many rounds do we have to live out?
This is 6 round sit rep.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we should be good. But can you actually reach?
Yes, I can reach 20 and still have 2 quick actions or a full action if I use my initiative and my core system.
Oh. I mean, I don't... You shouldn't have to pop your core already. I mean, you can if you want to, but...
Don't be like Toucan.
I mean, my core system does give me accuracy for the rest of the scene.
It's a very good core. However, there is another scene in the next scene where you then won't have core.
That is true.
That is up to you. You must make this decision.
If you take an overcharge, you can move, boost, overcharge, boost, free action, boost, and still get 4 moves, which I think gets you there.
It does. I would be 20, so I'd be well in.
Okay, so you could do that and save your core and just have 1 quick left.
Yeah. I was planning on using the core so that I can repair, but I guess I don't really need to do that anymore since I got hit again.
You're welcome.
Funny how that works.
So yeah, I'll just pop initiative and then initiative boost, overcharge boost, and then move. And that'll leave me with 1 quick action, and I can move a total of 20.
Do you want to use your quick action before you leave?
Assault rifle.
Well, I can use the...
Or lock on.
Yeah, I can assault rifle some nerd. I can assault rifle the Sentinel. Let's do that. He doesn't have hardcover against me right now, right?
Let me double check. There's still that same rock. Need to be somewhere on this line to ignore the hardcover.
Okay, so he would still have hardcover, but he does still have lock, so I could consume that.
Yep. It's a 1 difficulty shot then. Oh, 2 difficulty because you're impaired. 1 difficulty from that. But you know, I've seen worse shots hit.
I believe.
Yeah. I will consume the lock.
2 difficulty. No. Reliable 2, down to
Oh.
1 damage. And then you can be on your way. It's your second overcharge. Please go to basics, overcharge second. Now you can put yourself in the zone. Yep, no problem.
And then that's my turn.
Yep, just click end turn. Oh, and you have resistance to heat, so your overcharge only gets you 2 heat. The half price Sagarmatha rallying cry discount. You'll have to see it. The barricade will go. Barricade's gonna barricade. Gonna shoot you, Singularity.
You're next.
Understandable.
With a Graviton Lance. Hits for 1 energy. You become slowed. Before we
Well, that's rude.
for 1 heat. Ending the barricade's turn. Corgi and Singularity.
Or do you want to go and handle the pyro? Or something? Now that I'm slowed, I can't go dive over to help Toucan.
Oh, I can't do much about that pyro. He's a pretty chunky boy, and me giving him.
Oh, I
just-
meant more run.
Oh yeah, that I can do. Yes, that I would like to do.
Just leave.
Yeah, I'll take my turn.
Make like a tree.
First thing I'm gonna do, I am gonna try and invade the Berserker.
Yo. Invis. Yo. The Berserker's exposed. Who would do such a thing?
And turret drone. Pew, 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 pew. 6 damage turret drone.
Mm-hmm.
You love to see it.
I'm gonna activate my core power to give them 3 influence. Or how much influence are they at right now?
After this invade too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wanna do some mean things to people. And I also want to heal and get rid of some heat. So yeah, I will use my core power on the Berserker because we have Universal Comp that will let me dump my heat and regain some hit. I do not instantly refill it. But if they would be so nice to boost next to the Sentinel,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh.
maybe hit that Sentinel with a big old axe.
No.
Oh, well, worth a shot.
Get another quick action.
Yep, I am gonna... Probably gonna end up boosting.
No, I mean on the Berserker with your core power.
Oh yeah, and then what else can the Berserker even do?
Ram.
You could try and
That
proc
comes to mind here.
Toucan's Overwatch.
You could boost him into the lava so we don't have to worry about
Nope.
him ever again.
Nope, we boosted already. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, you know what? Let's ram that Sentinel and try and get him away from that cover that's messing everyone up at top.
No.
Berserker, you're not carrying your weight, buddy.
They're facing the most loyal Berserker. What a hero. This is Get good chat behavior from that berserker.
What a punk. Oh, but you know what? He, if I shoot him, will their angry punch people thing go off?
Only if you don't kill him with a shot.
You know what? I'd still rather take the opportunity to kill him. I will. Mhm.
Wait. Hold up. He is within Overwatch range of my pistols, which have they both have reliable 1. So like, if he moves, I can just kill him.
Does Avalanche charge proc Overwatches?
No. But it's on recharge.
Because I don't know if you have a way. I say, do you have any way to move him? Because you can't make
I
him
think the
boost.
idea is that the berserker itself moves on its turn and then procs Overwatch, because otherwise it can't get anywhere.
Oh.
Unless Avalanche Charge procs recharges, then we're in trouble, I guess. But
That's true.
No.
So I guess it depends on how much spite you feel right now.
I feel a little spitey.
a medium amount of spite.
That's
on
fair.
Your
on
spidey
account of
sense
taking
is
an axe to
tingling?
the.
I respect that.
Yeah, fuck him up.
First in Viz check.
No.
Well, bomb. And then I'm gonna move.
The spite grows.
The question is, where do I want to go? Away from that pyro.
That down to the left? That's the only place the zone can move to.
Well,
Well, that
I mean,
and
it
just
could
straight
also just hit a
right.
4 and come right back to me.
Alright, that'll end my turn.
you got it. Well, it's berserker time. Recharges Avalanche. Easiest recharge of my life.
Oh god.
It's so easy.
I was wrong.
I thought I needed to get away from that pyro. I was so wrong.
That's it? Oh, come on!
Alright, we have to attack a random adjacent character. Celestial, do you want to be the hit or the miss?
I'll be the miss.
Good choice. Martyring yourself for Toucan here.
Thanks, buddy.
My bud.
Backswing Chain X into Toucan. Maybe the Berserker's just lost it.
He's not loyal, he just can't hit anything.
Yeah, he's just bad.
Worst Berserker.
Awful. Well, that's a turn. Leaving Singularity.
Okay. Do you want me to try and put a finishing shot in the Berserker, or crow hop my way over the Scour and see if I can dunk on it?
Dunk on the Scourer, because if you shoot the Berserker, it will get to punch one of us before it dies, right?
No, if it dies, it doesn't get to punch anymore.
Oh, then kill that Berserker.
Yeah, okie dokie then. I say Berserker, Scour, maybe Sentinel. How much HP did the Sentinel have left when we hit it with the funny hack?
I believe it had 7.
6, but it's got 2 structure and it is visible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true, it is invisible, and that is not the business.
No
So
good.
I will just fly on my turn.
Mhm.
I will lock onto the Berserker,
Yeah.
and then I will skirmish with my Fountainheads.
Yeah.
Oh, and also I'm going up to elevation 4 as part of my flight.
Yeah.
So this should be at neutral.
Yeah.
Lock on canceling impaired.
Nice. The Berserker goes down.
Target eliminated.
That's your turn.
Yeah, I don't think you can tempt me to Overwatch this
Okay.
turn.
That runs
Or
out, slow runs out.
overcharge.
No problemo. The scout will go since we're out of player turns. Marker rifle into you two can. You receive the lock-on of doom. While you have this lock-on, you are shredded. That means you don't have armor or resistance.
Well, that's not good.
No, especially since we're now going to continue doing everything without ever consuming that lock-on.
You can stabilize that off, though, in theory, couldn't you?
Correct. But not before that Sentinel gets 2 activations into you. 2 heat and impaired from the invade. And then the Sentinel's gonna go, recharges micros. Nope. Yeah, just shooting and swinging. So, that's a sword. Well, that's still 4 damage. And the shotgun, nah. Same deal again. Recharges micros. Nope. Shotgun. Nah. Sword. Nah. Ending second turn. That leaves the Pyro. Pyro's gonna recharge the jump jet. No. We're just gonna move 2. Lock onto Singularity. Pulls you down. Consuming.
Evasive flying. Evasive flying. Shit.
2 burn.
Not burn.
2 burn. Go to round 4. Vale, you're holding the point. Like a champion. Getting 2 friends from the west side. Goliath Engineer. And then the point will move. 318. No. 212. No. 26. No. 413. Yes.
Comes right back.
Back we go. Players will go first.
So, I have a question about my dive attack.
Yeah.
Does the target I'm diving towards have to be in range, or
Yes.
so I can't dive to the scour?
No.
Ah,
What?
darn.
No. Only if you're at height 7.
Okay, so he has to be at
Yeah,
range,
you have
and
to
then I can't
target.
go
You have
beyond
to
that
target.
range.
You have to target an enemy or a character in your fall distance, and then move directly towards them. Is the deal?
Okay. All right. Well, does anyone have a turn order? I assume Toucan, you're going super as late as you can.
Yeah, I need to go last.
I can try and put the hurt on the Pyro, or someone else can go if they've got something that they want to try and run for.
Well, Toucan's thing's still up, so I could use my second overcharge to try and hit the Sentinel, who's no longer invisible, do a normal invade to give him some extra heat, and then I could use my full action to do Last Argument of Kings and give them their heat equivalent in burn.
Spicy.
Yeah. Don't forget that's a full.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I got an Overwatch in there. Or not, overcharge. Wrong O-word.
Free me.
Pretty.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty darn good.
Happy.
Oh, then I will do that. I am going to overcharge.
Yeah. It's your second one.
And I am going to invade the center.
Mm. 2 heat. Shrike code.
And then I'm going to full argument. I'm going to do a full tech attack action to last argument of Kingsland.
Last argument of kings, of course, being no you. It's its own separate full action and talents.
Oh, okay.
But we'll take the hit. We take 8 points of burn. Basic structure. First lost. Oh, the sentinel is destroyed.
Nice.
I feel proud.
Woof.
We definitely take those.
And I'm going to try and... Yeah, I don't like being near that pyro.
Then leave. Goodbye. The barricade will go. Gonna shoot you with a graviton lance, singularity. Because that's funny.
Not a graviton lance.
A damage and slowed.
My bones. My
And
birdie
we'll
bones.
Invade 2 cap. Ah. Ending the barricade's turn.
You can come over and shoot the pyro.
Yeah, the pyro is basically made out of armor.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking maybe I'd take my turn to try and dunk the pyro.
Yeah.
Because
Would
I've
you
got
like a
2
leadership
different
die?
attack effects. I would love a leadership die.
Then you get to have a leadership die.
Yo, a leadership die.
Leadership 3,
Outstanding.
so it's either accuracy or extra damage.
Ooh. I think I may actually go with the accuracy on this. Sorry, Vale, didn't mean to cut you off. I just really wanted to do this before the pyro moves out of my drop range.
Go ahead.
So I can still do the drop, right?
Yep.
Alright, so dive attack to the pyro for 1 space.
Whoop. First of all, you take 2 heat.
And down to 1.
And we make the save. And we got too much armor to care about the free kinetic.
Wowzers. Alrighty. I will then step up in 1 space, popping off my little rock, and I will swing my big ol' sword. I'm gonna... How easy is a pyro to hit? Do I dare use it for damage?
Surprisingly nimble for being speed 2. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, I'm gonna take the accuracy on the leadership die.
Okay.
So 1 accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
I am gonna use the thermal charge with this.
That would have been a miss without the leadership.
Indeed.
10.
10 AP plus an additional
5.
5.
15.
So 15.
Super hot. Super hot. Give an energy save or take 2 burn.
Bone hurting juice. Neutral. Easy.
Nice.
And
We
another
still
2
get-
knockback on the.
We still get the resistance though, so we don't die from 15. Yeah, I'm piercing.
Okie dokie. Do I want to overcharge? Let's see here.
How
If the
deep
pyro
into the
jump
control zone can you get?
just to the very edge of it. I've got.
You
3 more
might want to
spaces of move.
overcharge so the scour doesn't walk up and ram you out.
Oh, but we can't boost because we're slow.
Slowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
slowed. So,
Also, after Vale's heroic point capturing, I feel we can leave 1 on the table this round, maybe. Probably.
yeah, I'm expecting hardball, but if we get it in 4,
Ooh.
heck with
I'll
it.
be
I've still
pretty
got the resistance. So I'm going to take an overcharge.
Yep.
Second overcharge.
Second one.
For 1 heat.
Mhm.
And I'm going to shoot the pyro with my fountain heads.
1 difficulty shot.
Yep. Part of the cards.
No.
Ah.
No dice.
And then I will, very sadly, walk my way into the point.
Okay.
And now a burn check,
Yes.
which are under.
Should be a button in the bottom left. Check.
Oh, okay. It's been moved.
Oh, you can also go to basics, haste checks,
Or-
engineering, but that's more work.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's where it was. I'm used to looking for safe checks.
19. Fire goes out.
Easy game.
The engineer is gonna march up.
Navcom locked.
We're going to put out some turret drones. We're going to shoot you with a flag cannon veil. Misses. 2 turret drones shoot at you. For a miss. And a hit for 4 down to 2 damage. Ending the engineer's turn. Vale and Toucan. I believe Toucan wants to go last, so Vale, it's on you.
I will boost. Then I'm going to shoot at the pyro.
Godspeed. You're shooting at the thickest boy on the field.
And there's no lock on or anything I can use, right?
Neutral attack. No. Level 2 will not penetrate the pyro's massive amounts of armor.
Then I will use my movement. And that is all for me.
You got it. The pyro will go, recharge its jump jets. That'd be so cool. No. No fun allowed. Ugh, why is he so slow? Why are you so slow? What a disaster. I don't know. Veil, perish, invade. Flamethrower. It werfs Flammen. Difficulty 2. No. And we'll put out a Firebreak shield. This energy shield grants soft cover. Attacks that shoot through it basically suffer invisibility. Toucan, the banner goes down.
It's a very cheap flag.
There, it retracts. It's very long though, so it retracts a long time. There we are.
Okay, I think I'm gonna start by just kind of moving.
Mm-hmm.
Then I am going to boost. And then I think I'm gonna shoot my... Let's use Shatterhead Colony missiles on that Builder Scout.
Neutral! No.
Well, we got the points, maybe.
Likely. But at what cost? Scar will go.
All will be eliminated.
Fine.
Thermal Lance on accuracy. Hits for 6 energy damage, Toucan. Invading you.
Okay.
No. The Scout is going to lock on.
Did the Scour take the heat from the last time it shot?
No, that doesn't matter.
True.
The Scout is going to lock onto Corgi. Invade Singularity. No. Man, the invades are not popping today, eh? The invades are not bussing. Goliath, begin slow. With boost, that's a turn. We're getting the final point. 2-4. Current objective, survive. Going into round 5. Now, to style on the enemy, you can acquire more points. The zone goes to 5-11. But maybe you think, actually, we're good. Getting a south side Berserker, and players take the first turn.
If the pyro overheats, will it die?
Nope, just gets exposed.
Okay. Well, if I hit him, I can make him exposed.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are feeling. I am locked on and there's a berserker. I don't know if I'm feeling more nervous than I should be, but after all those avalanche charges.
Yeah.
They do spawn in with avalanche charge. And you
Oh,
are
I
the
didn't
most
see that
exposed
guy.
one of us. Yeah, I didn't
And
see
I
him
mean-
either until you.
And if we're trying to avoid combat, that is the correct direction to go.
Yeah, very fair.
I could, like, throw up a shield and we could huddle under it, but, that really only works if they're on the other side of it.
I mean, I'm happy to play Thunderdome. I've got a giant sword.
That seems like a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do Thunderdome?
Let's do Thunderdome.
Let's
Down to do Thunderdome. Let's get Corgi out of there first, though, because if he gets avalanche charged into Overwatched, and the Goliath pinned.
True. You should get over here, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think I can get all the way to you guys, but I can definitely get in the smoke, and that will put me pretty far away from him. All right. As my first action, I am gonna try and shoot the berserk. I believe they have soft cover because it will go through that.
Yep, that's soft go shot. Solid hit.
And I'm going to turret drone that. Assuming that I can turret drone.
1 damage short drone.
Oh, damn, I thought it had lower armor.
It's got 1 armor, however it has resistance.
Oh, these guys.
Oh. Resistance moment.
Then I'm going to use my reaction to hero code it.
Mm-hmm.
I am just going to do the normal fragment signal to slow and impair them.
Mm-hmm.
If only I'd waited with my reaction.
Not wrong.
You know, that kind of leaves them out of my way. Do you guys want help with that pyro at all?
Always.
Cool. Then I'm gonna.
Pyro or Scour.
Don't you dare touch my pyro.
Sorry. I realized I wasn't holding down push talk. I can't see the scour because the size 3 terrain's in the way, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, I will do an invade. Is there invis only for physical attacks, or do I need to make an invis check for the invade?
Only attacks that suffer the soft cover of the shield. Hits or hits.
And we'll fragment signal them to make them even slower and give them problems when they try to flame over people.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely should have saved that turret drone.
And then I will end my turn.
Yep. The Scour will go. 2 can't die.
All will be eliminated.
What? Me?
Yeah. Oh, we miss. The hubris.
I didn't do anything. I don't...
To heat and impaired.
Scour also takes heat.
Yeah, takes 4 heat. And turn.
Getting real warm.
Can I stand inside of the shield, or is it physical out?
You can walk through, stand inside, and do a little dance inside of it. It's a bit embarrassing.
Do you take any damage or anything from this one?
No, no, I just walk through.
Punch him in the face.
Yeah, I think I'll walk up to him.
Greatest shield. Yeah. Walk up and down smash.
Yeah, down smash.
Problem.
What does expose do?
Double damage.
Doubles the damage.
Double the damage, double the fun.
But since he has a lot of armor, you want just whiff, one big oof.
Improvised attack misses. Oh no.
Yeah, I have not had much luck. Missing everything. And then I'll use the remainder of my movement.
No, you become engaged. That
Oh.
means all your left movement is gone. Also, you take 2 heat for existing next to the pyro. How dare you?
Then I'm done.
You got it. I think we're just doing the pyro then. Shit goes away. We are going to lock on, adjust the nozzle on our flamethrower and turn it into a fusion cutter.
Resistance is futile.
And attempt to cut your mech clean in half, Vale. Ooh, that's barely a miss. Otherwise, that would have been a bit nasty. Any turn? Leaving to Cannon Singularity.
Alright, well, the scour backpedaling means I don't think I can get within hitting range of him because of slowed. But I
Slowed ran
can
out.
get within hitting range. Slowed ran out.
Slowed.
Didn't I get relanced?
Yeah, on your last turn.
Okay, I am certainly not going to complain about that. Who do we want me to dunk on?
Well, the pyro's exposed.
The pyro is exposed. There's also the scout here,
He will cause problems in the future.
who's nice and dunkable.
It does look pretty dunkable.
Yeah, okay, I think I know what I want to do.
Mhm.
I'm going to pop my core for this scene.
Mhm.
Let's bring some death from above. I'm going to move 4 spaces. And I'm going to barrage with the charged blade into that scout. Is that neutral?
I got
Right.
nothing. I got nothing. Ooh, a hit.
Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Scout. I will then use my attack run towards the pyro,
Mhm.
giving me 3 spaces
What's your height?
and gaining 3 elevation. 3. I guess technically I should have put myself at 2 before I hit that scout to go to
So good.
5, but it doesn't really matter.
No.
And then we are going to be spicy and we're going to take our 3rd overcharge.
Let's go.
Stress is a resource.
4, 5, 6, 50, 50. Ooh, never punished.
Hero lessons learned.
Yep. Remember, kids, always overcharge. I'm going to use that to skirmish with my fountainheads at neutral. And
No.
get punished. It's a shame I couldn't have sourced a lock-on from somewhere at least.
The barricade.
I've been waiting for this.
We're gonna invade you, Toucan. End of the line, buddy.
Well, that's not good.
Give me that stress. 2 heat, 1 lost stress. Basics overheating, first lost. That's overcharge.
Oh, oops. A lot of over things in this game.
Exposed.
Oh,
I'm going to drag down Singularity. Ooh, that misses.
Hmm.
The nat 1 plus the 1 plus the 1. Toucan, all you.
well, my plans changed a little.
Yeah,
You can stabilize to clear exposed.
can't imagine.
I don't know. Do you have an overcharge for the pyro?
Yeah, let me think of what I got here. Okay.
Kill them all.
What
Everybody hates this pyro. It's so great.
what is stabilize under again?
Mech action, full action stabilize. Then you can either clear all heat and exposed, or repair up.
I'll do that, but also clear a condition, specifically this lock-on that is just awful.
It's pretty bad, yeah. All right.
Do you want to overcharge before you stabilize? If you're planning on overcharging?
I was gonna overcharge. Do I have to do it first?
No, up to you. But if you do it first, you clear the heat. You generate from overcharge.
Oh, you're right. Shit. Yeah, I guess I'll
fine.
overcharge first, if
first.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That is okay with me.
Okay, and I think I'm just gonna... I think I gotta swing big. I think it's time for the heavy machine gun.
Yeah, 2 difficulty. Impaired inbuilt. No kill like overkill. No.
Blah.
And the misses continue.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Do you ever feel like you're just side characters in the Pyro story?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. The engineer 4-up recharges the turrets. Yep. Nice. We're shooting at... No, we're invading Singularity. 2 heat, impaired. That
Understandable.
is 3 turrets for you, Vale, and 1 turret soft cover for you, Toucan, because it can't see Vale through this rock. Four damage for Toucan. Miss on Vale, hit on Vale for 4, and the last one hit on Vale for 4. Vale, 1 HP. Yikes. The Berserker is grumpy. He can't do anything. The Goliath will advance on you, Corgi.
Locked on target.
going to lock on and invade Singularity, though.
There it is.
You'll work
Toasty.
real hard on that reactor.
Burst overheat.
Exposed.
Understandable.
Final round. We got the Citrip in the bag. I don't think we even care where the last zone goes. 614. Reroll. 616. 112. Yeah, nobody's getting there. No more reinforcements. Final round to live through. Players begin.
I mean, the Goliaths can please walk away from me to claim a team for their point. Something they can totally do on the turn.
Surely that is how all of your abilities work.
I'm not feeling too threatened, even though that Goliath is there. But like half of you are exposed or at 1 hit point or full heat, so you guys can kick it off this turn.
I could use a repair.
Do we want the Thunderdome?
I would like to repair first.
Yeah,
Well, you don't
go
want to
for
just
it, then.
repair and then eat a pyro and go all the way back down. But yeah, I guess, yeah, you're probably safe at 12.
So I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Repair and reload.
Spending a repair point. Oh, fuck. Start of turn, you overheat. So that's exciting. And now you must decide if you want to clear heat exposed or repair up. Well, first give me the overheat check. Maybe not even exposed. Nah, we are definitely exposed.
I'm still gonna repair.
Got it.
And he has
just
flamethrower.
You changed the name of the pyro.
I did.
And then I'm gonna move away from the pyro.
Oh, that will reward you with an Overwatch Fusion Cutter.
Ooh.
6 energy, 2 burn for 8. And 2 heat. And you may go away.
Alright.
And give me a burn check. Unless you want to overcharge still.
You know what? I will overcharge.
Just keep in mind, they do not reset for scene 2. And it is your third one. Punished.
Wrong button.
Second low stress. You lose in 2 stress in a single turn.
Oh no.
That's the Intercorp lifestyle. Exposed. Literally
My
free.
sense of future Sherman Parlet.
Literally free.
Then I'm gonna shoot at the protagonist pyro over there.
So what you should do, in Lancer you can interrupt your movement with actions. So you can move 1, overcharge, shoot the pyro without cover, and then continue moving.
That sounds like a better idea than moving and then shooting him under cover.
That is a neutral shot. hits. Will it be enough? It will!
It better
We're
be enough.
free! The Pyro's reign of terror ends. Alright, the engineer will go. Recharges the turret drones. Come on. No, not this time. We're moving to here. We're shooting at you, Singularity, with our flak cannon, which has 2 accuracy
A
against
flak
flying
cannon?
targets. Hell yeah!
What? When does this
Flak
come up?
cannon value.
I demand a recount.
6 down to 5.
Yes,
we're
right.
going to Engineer's Mark, which means that the turrets now shoot what they like and not what is closest. Soft cover, clean, clean. Toucan, miss. Toucan, hit for 4.
Okay.
Down to 14 HP. Just impaired. We're fine. 2 turrets into Singularity, though. 8 to 7. 8 to 7.
Okay. Do.
You become stunned, fall to the ground, and are declared crouch.
Oh no. These flight
As the-
stabilizers, they did nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That is it for the engineer. Leaving Corgi and Toucan, and Singularity doesn't have a turn. But also that Berserker is looking respectfully at Singularity. I'm lying. It's looking disrespectfully.
I don't suppose someone could stabilize the exposed off me so I don't turn into
Nobody
a
can.
wreck.
Nobody can clear you. Exposed is a status, not a condition. Statuses cannot be cleared.
Oh. Oh, so someone would have to stabilize the stunned off me.
Yes.
I
which
could
is
try.
less exciting.
I can try and hack the Berserker, and
That is probably our best bet.
it can still avalanche charged if it's slowed, right?
No, it cannot.
Oh, okay, great. Do you want me to do that and try and save your bacon, Singularity?
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, like, best I can do is put myself between that thing and you, so...
Protect Singularity with your body.
I am gonna full tech.
Mhm.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do a regular, just a quick tech. That's normal.
Praise
Yeah.
be.
Thank God for Berserker defense.
But I don't like standing out here by myself. But okay. That Goliath. Alright, even if I slow that Goliath, everything in the cloud stage. But I still want to slow that Goliath because I don't want to get grappled by it. All right. I am gonna shoot the Goliath.
Mm-hmm. Clean. It's no damage. Still aggressive though.
And I'll fragment signal the Goliath.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
I'll
didn't
do
you
my
fragment
last
signal
bite of
with the invade?
Hmm?
Didn't you fragment signal with the invade? Oh, sorry, the Goliath. I'm stupid.
Okay, yeah.
Never mind. Yep.
And then I'll end my turn.
The Scourer
Eliminating target.
is going to move to here and blast you, Vale. Ooh, that is a bit lucky. You do not take 12 damage. Instead, will invade Toucan for 2 heat and impaired. Ending the Scourer's turn. Toucan in Singularity, who does have a turn.
I mean, I'm not doing much on my turn other than getting my heat up, or my defense back. So, you know,
Yeah, no, I got you.
Thunderdome.
Oh, you know it.
Alright, let's see it.
And I think for the last thing, I'll just bolster Singularity.
Size 2 per
Like,
strain.
just in case, like, someone tries to make you make a save.
I appreciate the emotional support bolster. I mean, it will come in handy if I have to roll another structure.
The barricade will go and will lock onto you, Vale, and attempt to finish the job.
We got business.
1 accuracy. Hits for 4 energy. 2
Oh.
up to 4.
I'm going to, 4? That's not that much. You know, you can't take 4.
I can use
yeah.
my reaction to get resistance, can't I?
You can brace that, definitely. That is a good pick.
If you don't,
I should have done that
then-
against the plasma cutter, to be honest.
The scene is about to end anyway.
Yeah,
Take
I'll use that reaction.
2 damage. Yeah, nothing else to do. Singularity! Good turn.
Yay! I get my defense back.
Weapons hot.
Goliath will shoot you in the face. After locking on, I guess.
Who are they shooting?
Singularity.
Me, Singularity.
4, 5. I think we're resisting that with 2 cancer reaction.
I mean, or I can brace it.
Or you can brace it. Take 5 damage either way.
I'll just brace it. Yeah, 5 damage.
And the Berserker is slow and can't make it anywhere. Alright, that will end the scene. We have made it out in one piece. Some of us more, some of us less, but we rushed the
Oh,
points.
who are these guys?
That's yesterday's team.
Oh, we got a new party coming in.
Surprise!
Oh, these are some fancy lads.
True. Whoop. Nope.
Oh, that's bad.
Nope. Yes. Here we are in the volcano. Repairing up, going left to right, starting with Toucan.
Grease Monkey.
We've got 1 Grease Monkey, 3. Why?
Everyone, why not?
It's so good.
It's my support.
Oh, neat.
Everybody gets a structure for free. Toucan, 4 repair points.
You're gonna have to remind me. Can I use that to repair my reactor stress?
Yep, 2 per reactor stress.
Okay, well, I'll just restore my reactor stress with a couple of repairs then.
Mm-hmm. Two left. Singularity, you've got 5 repair points.
1 to heal to full.
Mm-hmm.
1 to repair that reactor, or 2 to repair that reactor stress. Sorry, and
left.
2 to grease monkey 1 to get me my 4th charge of my thermal charge back.
Mm-hmm. No more repair points. Corgi, I think you're fine. Maybe? Oh no, you lost the system.
I have 1 damage system.
Yep.
Now we have 4 free repair
Free
points floating
reserve,
around as
right.
the
Yep.
only official consortium member. Are those all mine, or can other people use
No.
them?
That's for the
You
party.
can spread them throughout the team, and I think Vale
Okay,
might
cool.
need a couple.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I just want to double check. Yeah, I'll use one of my 5 to personal 5 to repair my cerebral amplifier.
4 left. And Vale, you have 4 additional repair points dumped in your lab. You're now at 8. It costs 2 to restore stress.
Yeah, I'm gonna restore all my stress.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for HP.
And then, yeah, 1 for HP.
Any chance I can get one of those extra ones left over?
For sure. I think that's in the budget. Did you lose anything,
That would
Vale?
put me.
I think we did, right?
I would be at 2 repair.
Yep. Vale at 2 repair, and Singularity, you're at 1 repair.
Toucan, don't forget to mark your fixed reactor.
True. I'm on it. Oh, you got it. Perfect.
I got it.
Explosive runs out, impaired runs out, lock-ons run out, weapons are reloaded, and we'll take a quick break till 10 past. And I'll see you then for scene 2.
Sounds.
Hello, Twitch chat.
How's it going?
How is it going today? Ooh, so full of water. It's important to stay hydrated, chat. Go drink water. Otherwise, I will not continue the session. One of you isn't hydrated. I will not go on. And don't forget to brush your teeth. I was scene 1, was okay. They managed. They handled it. They handled it. It was being handled. Other than that, not much has been going on, I'm afraid. not been doing much, truth be told. Sort of waiting for the season to end. 2 more weeks after this one. And then we'll reboot the whole shit. God, I'm excited. It's gonna be so bad. Everybody will hate it. Nah, it's gonna be good. It'll be good, actually. Actually, it'll be good. Unless... maybe it would be good. But I have high hopes. I think it'll be good. Keeping the YouTube, hopefully. Oh yeah, of course. Why? Wait, is anybody watching the YouTube? Hold up. What's going on here? But yeah, we'll keep the YouTube. But yeah, been just sitting around mostly. Not really sure what to do. Been making some robots, some custom sprites. Which is always a good time. Waiting for some ruins for the... some ruins for the map generator to come in. Ruins are gonna be pretty good, I think. And then there was maybe the idea that I use them to make wallflower maps. So that's something I've been thinking about. Could be fun. Probably something people would be interested in. Probably just offer them for free though. Not sure I can really sell that. But might be a good ad still for advertising the map stuff. Mayhaps. Seems okay. No obelisk, sadly. No. Why? What do you mean no obelisk? Do you need one? Why do you need an obelisk? I feel you're choosing the wrong setting if you want alien ruins, no? Fucking obelisk, man. Alright, scene 2. Scene 2. Hello!
Hey there.
Hello, hello.
It is time for scene
Hey.
2, where we play a control set rep. Control set rep is relatively simple. At the end of each round, if there are more PCs than NPCs in a zone... Sorry, no, that's wrong, actually. Sorry, let's start over. Control. If at the end of a round there is only characters from one side in the zone, that side gets a point. Amount actually doesn't matter. At the end of round 6, whichever side has accumulated more points is declared victorious. And there's 4 zones. If by some freak accident you are controlling all 4 zones, you get 5 points instead of 4.
Nice.
Just a reminder, everyone, I still have 4 leadership dice, so basically feel like you have 1 free that you can call at any time, and maybe 1 we save for an emergency.
Also, we are starting out with a fortress sponsored by Intercorp to make your life harder. After Consortium last week blew up the Builder's master plan, I feel they gravitate towards Intercorp a little bit more. And a Scourer is riding inside the fortress. Don't worry about it.
What is a fortress?
You can scan it and find out. No bonus objective
Lucky us.
in this scene either. Yeah. Terrain same deal as before. You get the idea. Players will take the first try.
I think I can actually contest one of the enemy zones. Is that worth me just jetting out there to try and do?
Do you feel safe fighting all those people on your own?
Well, I'm hoping it'll just be a Goliath and a Foreman.
Kill 'em
That's
all.
true. Can you end up in the fog?
I was planning on ending up at like height 10.
Oh, okay.
So the Goliath will be able to do piss to me.
Height 10 is illegal. The height limit is 9.
Or height 9. Sorry, whatever the height limit is.
generally 10, but Roll20 can only put up to number 9 on the icons, so it's 9 on Interpoint.
What isn't the 0 for?
0 is for when you are at height level and there's 0 spaces below you, but you still want to fly.
Okay. Well, can't argue with that logic.
True.
I think it doesn't matter for the Goliath, but I also don't have to do that first turn, and it's not like I'm going to be able to prone it and deny it from getting in. So I'm in no rush to do that, but that's just something I can do to help us out.
I mean, that would be pretty strong.
Bill, do you want to take a shot with your sniper rifle or something, or do you have things? Do you have good shots?
I was looking for a place where I would have a good shot.
The one downside is you can't move before you shoot.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's why I was looking for a place. I was thinking maybe if I set up over here on top of the train, I would have a good shot at anybody at that point. Since I'd be at height 3.
Yeah, I mean, would you be able to see the cedar? Is that...
That looks like I could see him.
Yeah, no problem. Clean shot even.
Well, first I'm going to activate power up.
Hell yeah.
We want to throw a leadership die? Try and punch that cedar out in one shot?
Yeah, let's throw a leadership die at it as well.
Get a leadership die.
So this will be accuracy 3 then?
Yep.
If I
Well, you
or
can
should I
put it
use
for
leadership
damage.
for damage?
Probably for damage.
Let's go for damage. So accuracy 2.
Mm-hmm. Overkill! +3, 9 damage, and roll me the leadership die d6. Death!
Attaboy!
The cedar goes down before it can start its nonsense.
And then I will free boost.
Mm-hmm. That's with jump jets, yep.
And then I'm going to use my second quick action to boost again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and get on top of some terrain.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
And my turn.
Alright, I think it is time to get this fortress into position. Where it will then live forever. Unless it's destroyed.
Advancing.
Move and boost 4 spaces. Number 1. Number 2, as a quick action, we are going to deploy. The fortress now gains +2 points of armor. It becomes immune to involuntary movement and prone. It deploys 2 indestructible line 3 sections of size 1 hardcover. If I can find those. Yes. There. The most environmentally friendly fortress. Like so. What else happens? Once deployed, the fortress remains deployed for the rest of the scene, and it cannot take this action again. Ending the fortress's turn. It now lives there. Good luck.
What's your sensor range, Corgi?
20.
Ooh, goody. I mean, I figure you can do some tech shenanigans. But if you've got a spare lock-on at the end of it, that would be appreciated.
Yeah. You're thinking about going into this control zone still, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get myself right up to the edge of that control zone at height 9.
Trying to figure out who I want to do mean things to most. And who is it that you want to lock on reply to?
Probably the foreman over the Goliath.
Okay.
But, I mean, it could be... Yeah. I mean, probably the foreman over the Goliath, but honestly, like, it doesn't really matter that much. I figure the foreman's also easier for your line of sight.
Rolf, do these big old size 3 rocks block my line of sight to the foreman?
Let's check. Nah, you're fine.
Cool. Yeah. People mind if I take the next action?
Go for it.
All right. Well, let's kick it off. I will lock onto the foreman. What's the meanest action here? I'm then gonna invade the foreman. Do you want to give them? Do you want them to be impaired, or do you want me to make it so they take more heat if they do attacks against you?
I was going to go, since they're an elite, go for the heat.
Oh, the foreman's a veteran.
Or, sorry, veteran.
2 heat for every attack. Don't like that.
And then I'll move into the control zone and end my turn.
The Scourer inside the fortress will peek out and see you, Vale.
Target has been designated.
We'll lock on. Are we locking on? No, we're just shooting. 6 energy damage.
Oof.
And invading you. 2 heat and impaired. Oh fuck, it's range 8. Ooh, illegal maneuver.
Range.
Take those 6 damage back. That's might be. We'll lock on then. Ending the Scour's turn. Leaving. Toucan and Singularity.
Toucan, you got something you really want to do, or I'm happy to capitalize on that lock-on right now.
I've got no big ideas based on what's going on right now, so you should probably go first.
Alrighty, I'm going to lift off. I'm going to fly 4 spaces. And then I'm going to use flame features. Attack run. Targeting the foreman.
Yeah.
Going another 3 and going up 3 as well. And then I'm going to fly another 4. Put me around the corner of that zone. 9 elevation, and that should put me at exactly in range. 4 missiles. Consuming lock on, of course. For 1 accurate.
Crits.
Crits. Prones, if it can be proned.
Mm-hmm.
Critical hit. And knockdown. Oh, no. Well, that would have been a nice 13 damage shot.
True. That was the structure.
Well, I tried,
not-
guys.
Let's not do that. That's dangerous.
I'll try and get
Goliath.
him next turn.
Weapons hot.
It's going to lock on and invade you. Consuming. 2 heat and bear it.
Understandable.
Toucan.
Well, first I'm gonna get up in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You cannot stand there. You're currently phasing into the rock.
Oh, I see.
This is a moment where I wish I had loaded up Gmod collision noises. So either you walk through the lava, which isn't great, or if you've got enough movement to squeeze through this gap, I let people squeeze through gaps. Up to you.
Probably just hang out there.
Okay.
Okay. I think, just for the sake of knowing what we're dealing with, I'm probably gonna start with scanning the fortress.
The fortress has a mortar array, which deals no damage. Well, 3 damage. Knockback 2. And it's a loading weapon, but adjacent allies can reload the fortress mortar array. It's pretty fun. It's got a big chunky boy. Currently has 2 points of armor because it's settled down. It's got siege armor. So if you're far away, it takes less damage. It's got deployment, which we saw. And it's got the ramparts, where the Scour is presiding. While inside the fortress, the Scour is immune to involuntary movement, has hard cover and resistance to all damage. It can leave as a protocol, and entering the fortress is a quick action. Also, it occupies all space the fortress is occupying, so its footprint is a bit larger right now.
Just to be clear with my weird hacking shenanigans and core power, it will only leave as a protocol, right?
Yes.
I can't
leave
boost it out. Okay.
Cannot leave it any other way.
It lives there forever, boys.
Yeah.
Until I kill the fortress.
It's the juicy core at the center of the fortress.
So do we want to try to kill that, or do we want to just take the other zones and not worry about it?
I think we should take the other zones and not worry about it. It doesn't do much damage, and the Scour only has 8 range.
That seems like a solid plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually I'll try and sky drop my way in over there and crack it, but for now we can focus on the other zones.
Alrighty. That is the... No, you have a quick left toucan.
Okay, I think I'm gonna drop my colony missiles on the builder foreman.
Is that range 15? Oh, it is.
Yeah, just barely.
Barely.
Note to self, let you colony missile first next turn.
Hits. The foreman has 3 points of armor.
Well, at the very least, I can clear that death counter thing or whatever it is next turn.
Yeah.
The foreman will stand up.
They don't stand a chance.
Boosting 4, and a Ravage turret into Singularity. An Accuracy build. It takes a heat, so it takes 2 heat for firing the thing. That is a round.
Yeah. Oops.
Moving to round 2. Points wise, the builders take 1 point. Sorcerer takes 2 points. And we get a new friend. It's sad that my old friend died. We'll get a sniper. An Iron Corsair Elite Sniper. The worst kind of sniper. And players go first.
I'm just going to be reloading, so I don't really need to go first.
Did you scour that sniper, Corgi?
I think I can.
I'll come up.
And you've got 2 core powers this scene, right?
Mm-hmm. Hypothetically, more if I roll a natural 20.
This roll good.
Well, yeah.
True. And based.
Can't argue with that logic. So that would be pretty baller. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try and fuck up the Goliath behind the mountain.
Alright, because of this cover, I think I'm going to have to move and boost to get in range.
It's likely.
So I'll kick off with the boot.
What height is the fort?
Sorry?
Like, is the scour at any sort of elevation?
No. It's occupying all the same space as the fort does. So
you could see it over
it's
the cover.
It's a size 3 now, basically.
Oh, I was saying you scour to hit the sniper, not hit the sniper.
Well, if I take the sniper, I can core power as a full action. I can make it barrage, which will then unload its gun, which means that it can't shoot us with it next turn.
Won't it just don't the snipers have their dummy moving target thing or something?
They do.
Yeah, I am gonna invade the sniper. I want that gun on, especially because Bale's just standing out there on the top of the rock.
Full tech, quick tech.
I am going to kick this off with overcharge number 3.
Mm-hmm. Two heat. Hits.
I will then activate my core power.
Bringing out the
Give them
big guns.
Who we shooting?
Man. You want me to put a big old hole in that foreman?
When does death counter recharge? Does it recharge at the top of the round or after it takes a turn?
True start of round.
Oh, okay, so it's got death counter up. Do you want me to try and put a hole?
That's right, because the Goliath is going to have its whatever resistance, the fort's going to have its resistance, the scour is going to have resistance.
All targets are ass.
Yeah.
What about the Goliath?
Has resistance.
Oh,
Doesn't the
gee.
Goliath have siege as well? Yeah.
Well, whatever. I'm getting its gun unloaded at the very least. Let's shoot the Scour.
Scour,
Actually, I would take the Goliath.
whiff.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to do the Goliath?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm like 20 hexes away. I got no dog in this fight. You're the one who's up in the front line. So, who do you feel most threatened by right now?
I mean, already rolled it for the scour. I'll take it. It is what it is.
Fine. You can clear a lead and roll d20. No.
Nope. I am going to use my core power though to regain my core bonus to regain my core power.
Yep.
Then I am going to do a full tech,
Mm-hmm.
and I will target the foreman first.
You cannot see the foreman from there.
Nasty
You
foreman.
are looking at a size 2 rock.
Well, I still have some unused movement.
Okay.
Can I see him from here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's invade.
Mm-hmm. Hits.
I like neurospiking him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will do another invade on the foreman.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I'll fragment signal.
No problem.
I was gonna say you can't double neurospike to also give a mirage, can you?
You can.
But that only makes them. Oh, what?
I'll take this load. This load is fine. I don't think he can actually get into the zone.
And it also impairs them if they try to attack you some more. So.
Yeah.
And that will end my turn.
The foreman will go.
Push
Move
forward.
to here and stabilize. Ending the turn.
Someone else want to prang off the foreman's death counter?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Do your worst.
I need to get in position anyways. There's nothing to shoot at over here. And I'm gonna boost.
Hmm. Oh, on that movement, the sniper will react. Would you like to forfeit that movement, or would you like to let the sniper reload?
He gets to reload?
Yep. If you move, you let the sniper reload, or you say, I don't want to move, and then I don't reload.
I'll let him reload.
I say you can still.
He'll shoot somebody else. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not your problem. I agree.
Poor
I'm
Vale.
moving into cover. And then I will shoot that foreman with some colony missiles.
Clean. No,
Bomber.
a little bit. Singularity, you're getting shot.
Initiating assault.
Oh. Yeah.
10 kinetic, AP, ordnance, loading.
Now.
Also, please give me a system save against jammed.
Oh, heck.
Don't forget, you are still impaired.
Oh.
Whew,
Not
making
even
it.
close.
We weren't even worried there. Turn. Singularity and Veil left.
Go, whatever you do, please do not move in line of sight of the sniper. Just shoot it.
Oh, it's once per round.
I was planning
Oh,
on reloading.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no.
But he is in range of my rifle.
No, in this specific scenario, it is up again, actually.
Because it just took its turn.
Yeah, but because it didn't take any further turns. So elites are weird and fucked up, and I hate all of this. But once per round reactions recharge at the start of your turn, except for elites, where they only recharge still true once per round when they take a turn. But since this was the sniper's first turn, it should recharge here because they just took the first turn in a round. If we use it again, it's only going to recharge at in the next round when the sniper goes again. Something. I don't know how Lancers played actually.
TLDR.
I'm just a big fraud. I don't know. I think that's correct though.
TLDR, don't move.
Yeah.
So I can either shoot him with my rifle or reload my AMR.
Yeah. Plus we are in hard cover unless you are somewhere on this line.
Oh, you want to go for Singularity, or?
Not particularly, actually.
Well, I will go ahead and use my protocol for the accuracy.
No problem.
I will use my quick action to shoot my assault rifle at the sniper.
Crack shot, core, impaired, hard cover, 1 difficulty net. No, too reliable damage. Still a big chunk though.
And I will quick tech.
Invade.
And that's also plus 1 difficulty, right?
That's neutral. On accuracy, tech attacks don't care what cover. 1 accuracy.
I'm
core.
impaired though.
Yeah, but you get 1 accuracy from core power. It's neutral.
Oh yes, I do.
Nice. 2 heat. Impaired and slowed. Good job. The Goliath is gonna forbidden technique.
Oh no.
Yeah, here it comes. Forbidden technique. Jump. Jumping up 3 spaces in mid-air before falling. Blasting the shotgun into you. Hitting you for 5. Falling down to the ground. taking fall damage because you jumped so high. Love you, Goliath.
Okay.
And then invade. Ending turn.
It's another 2 heat.
Mm-hmm. Didn't see that coming, eh?
You know, I didn't. Really didn't.
Everybody gangster until the Goliath starts jumping.
That is for sure.
All
Okay,
you.
what do I want? Shit, okay. Well, if ever there was a time to stabilize and repair your armor, I feel like this is the time.
Yeah.
The question is, do I overcharge? Do I do anything else? Not particularly, I feel like. So I feel like I'm just going to protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Start my turn. Type 3 projected. Yeah, no on that sniper. Please.
Absolutely.
Please stop shooting me.
Take heat.
I'm taking my heat. 1 heat. In the danger zone, if that mattered, but I don't actually have nuke cav. Stabilize. Full action.
Your final repair point singularity.
Indeed. Which button is stabilize?
The one that says stabilize.
Actually,
Mech action stabilize.
mech actions. Okay, there's just so many of them.
It's the bottom of the full action.
They are
Alright, there it is.
sorted by full action and alphabetically.
Alrighty. So let's clear that impaired, heal me up to full. And let's see, do I want to move somewhere funny? Let's see, I can't quite get in range of the sniper, but I can maybe get in range of the fort. So I'm going to move over top of this rock.
Yeah. Would you like to move or would you
Continue.
like to, make the sniper reload?
Oh, of all times, after I talked about it, yeah. I will not move.
That's fair.
I'm just going to continue contesting the point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The
turn.
fortress is going to mortar array in front of you, Vale, so you get knocked out of the zone. Will consume the lock-on. We hit. You're knocked back 2 spaces, take 3 damage. That is 1 quick. As a second, we'll invade Singularity. Our superior 20 sensor range, I think. Yeah. Fortress is now unloaded. The Scourer will go. Will throw a hardcover shot into you, Toucan. One difficulty net. Hits for 6, down to 5. The Scour will use its second quick action to reload the mortar array of the fortress. And that is those turns done. That's the round. Going to round 3. The Consortium takes home 1 point. Go to 3 points. The Builders take home 1 point. Go to 2 points. Players will begin.
Alrighty. So, can we kill the sniper?
Probably.
Can we kill it?
The sniper hatred. Utterly unreasonable. Sniper's never done anything.
It never affected me much.
Yeah. Innocent. Innocent like the day he was born.
Are any reinforcements showing up?
Nope.
Cool. I'm fine with that answer.
You want some?
No, I'm quite content with what we have here.
You can get another sniper.
No, that's okay.
It's okay. We have a sniper at home, Ralph.
Oops, all snipers.
Oh,
Player turn.
I've got a good way to just deal some quick damage to the foreman so that their shield thing isn't active this turn.
Mm-hmm.
That'll at
If we
least give
want-
us a target.
If we want to just get that out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's that or trying to do any high priority thing if you've got something that you think can. I don't know, Cordy, are you. How many influence can you gain? Oh, you can only gain one around.
No. Can.
well,
If we
not true.
If we overcharge for another invade, we can get all three in a single turn.
Mhm.
But that's the fourth one.
Oh,
Still have core, though.
Okay, so
Do you want me to try and do something dumb?
I mean, don't cook your mat.
Something silly.
I mean, yeah, because the options are either. Okay.
yeah, I don't have to roll for it.
Oh,
Easy.
that's not
Go
gonna
for it.
eat the. That's not gonna eat the death counter.
Oh, it doesn't?
We need specifically
Yeah, it has to be an attack roll.
An attack that hits. A hitting
Oh,
attack.
damn.
Yeah, it has to be like your Shatterhead or like a barrage or
Well-
something.
No, my gun doesn't do much damage. You want me to shoot it so I can then do some invade shenanigans on the foreman?
That would do.
That might be a good way to start.
Alright, I'll kick this off. I am gonna shoot the foreman.
Okay.
Actually, I think do damage.
No, because death counter.
Oh, death counter. hey, I'm just happy I beat 3 armor.
True. And you get to apply an
Yeah.
invade option.
Singularity, you're the one that's closest. Do you want me to signal fragment, or neurospike?
Actually, I'll take a signal fragment to give it bad saves.
Alright.
Hate bad saves.
Given that the goal is to try and structure him this round.
And then I will...
I think if the sword hits, he just dies. He just packs it up.
I mean, we're going to be dropping it on him from downtown.
I get the Scourer is size 3. I can see him from here.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright. Oh, can you add the heat and such to the foreman for the signal fragment? Oh, that's right. It doesn't do that
No,
because
it doesn't.
it's not a real invade.
Not a real invade, just an invade effect.
Then I'm going to do a real actual invade on the Interfort.
Mm-hmm. Two heat, one influence.
The fort or the scour?
Fort. I have some plans for the fort.
Okay.
I'll Shrike Code him.
Two heat for every attack. Yep.
Then I think. Yeah, I'm not going to start overcharging yet. I think I'll just move a little further back in case people try to knock me out.
You have your neuro core also, I think, right?
Yeah, that just adds another invade. It doesn't increase
Add
the
more
power.
heat. Oh,
That's a second invade
No.
option to the thing.
I get to just break action economy with free automatic invades. I don't get to keep applying heat, which means that, Ralph, you made a terrible mech. This is horrible design. It doesn't let me do
True.
everything.
It is quite awful. I hope you're still having a good time though with the mech.
Yeah, it's pretty fun actually.
Well, I hear that the foreman's day is about to come here, so we'll activate him real quick.
Flatten them.
We're locking on to Toucan. Actually, no, Toucan, you're the only one in range. And then we spin up the Ravager turret at 3 targets. Singularity, no cover, impaired, clean. Corgi, consuming lock on, no cover, 1 accuracy. Toucan, 1 accuracy, visage of a loved one, neutral, hardcover. Oh fuck, mix up access Corgi and Toucan. Not redoing this, so just swap your results. Good luck. The 10 is for Corgi and the 21 is for Toucan. I think that still hits both of you. Yes, barely.
The 10 is for me.
Yep.
Did you give him
I did.
the...
I gave him everything.
Okay.
The lock, the impaired, the hardcover, and the friendly face.
Cool. Alright, so that's 4 damage.
4 damage, and that is the foreman's turn.
How dare.
Oh dear. Coming to my house and ravage toward me. Well, Toucan and Vale.
I mean, I can also go, but
Oh, true.
now that
Or
the
singularity.
foreman is sitting there having not taken its turn, I'm in no pressing urge to immediately try and take my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to move in the control zone and reload. Actually reload this time.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Toucan, if you want to do actual things.
Toucan.
Yeah,
don't-
I guess I'll.
Don't move where the sniper can see you.
Snipers.
I-
Up.
Oh, its reaction isn't up.
I think there's a bunch of like size 2 hover between me and the sniper right now, anyways. So I think that blocks line of sight. Right?
No, we can see you from there. It's fine. But we can't react right now.
Oh, could you HMG him then from there?
Yep, no problem. It'd be soft cover, but yeah.
Do the like size 2 cover things block line of sight, or
They
does that
block
have to be,
outside
like-
if you're smaller than them, but you're size 2 and mighty, so you just
Oh.
shoot over them, but they will incur soft cover.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, if you want to mow them down, it's about your only chance. It's right now.
Seems like a time for a leadership dice.
True.
You want a leadership die?
I think that's
Oh, I should probably take a leadership die.
Then you get a leadership die.
And if you lock on and shoot, you're
Alright.
shooting with accuracy.
Yeah, I could either do the safe thing that'll be probably some damage, or I could do the funny thing.
Well, up to you. Are you feeling
I like
funny
funny.
right now?
Lock
Nice.
on and HMG him.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
That's not very funny.
It is for us.
That's the reasonable play here. You want some stats? Go to talents.
Oh,
get some
yeah.
Stats.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Okay,
with
so I'm gonna
leadership
use the-
and a lock on, you want to be one to the
Yeah.
left here, otherwise you get hard cover from this rock.
Oh, okay. This is where I am.
Soft cover shot, inbuilt difficulty. If you lock on, it's going to be neutral.
Okay, and that's gonna be with the leadership die too?
Leadership die, yeah, because the HMG is difficulty inbuilt.
Yeah, okay.
On a hit, though, the structure is almost guaranteed. No.
Overcharge.
Yeah, let's do it.
Overcharge, YOLO it again. Fuck it.
We do it.
This is your second one.
I think it's the second one, yeah.
Basics overcharge second. And then we have a 2 difficulty HMG that you're just gonna ace.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be the one.
First one was a
Okay.
warning shot for the sniper to lay down his arms. Ah,
0!
The second one was also a warning shot.
yeah, we're giving the sniper all the opportunity to surrender.
This was
Sorry.
a warning turn.
Yeah, very kind of you. The sniper will go. We have the climber trait, which lets us climb more easily. So this is just going to be 4 space to get in this rock. Have to reload. With a stabilize. Clears the heat. And ends the first turn. Reaction is now back. If you move, the sniper will ask you if you want to be shot at. Veil or Singularity?
I have a question, Ralph.
Yes, afterwards.
Knockback is always optional, right?
Knockback is always optional, yes.
Okay, so I can turn off the knockback on dive attack if I so choose.
Absolutely.
Cool. Is it time to kill the foreman?
If you like.
Or attempt to, given how our rolls are going?
I think it's always
We
time
have
to
missed
go
more than we hit.
Yeah, we're doing surprisingly well given our hit rate.
Do you want? I still have 2 leadership dice. Would you like one?
We need 20 damage to kill the foreman in one go. Which I think if we...
I
If you
would
leadership
need to
that.
roll well.
Well, with
If we
thermal
leadership
charge
that-
and leadership, it's probable, right? That's in the cards.
It's the average gets it there, I think. But then I'd be rolling at difficulty. The question is, do I rather roll
Oh, true.
Can
Or a bit
you-
impaired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a super heavy, so you can't lock on first.
Unless we overcharge.
And
Please
that-
don't explode.
It is my 4th overcharge. I'm not.
Are we balling?
I'm waiting till they overheat. We're not balling that hard.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna hold out hope that maybe Vale can like skirmish or something using his Everest if we need him to try and finish it off. I will take the leadership die though.
It's yours. 1 left.
Okie dokie. I'm going to not protocol any of the fancy stuff. If I am dive attack. Diving that foreman. Slam on the ground there. I turn off. I do not want to knock him back because I do not want to have to follow him.
We'll say
I assume the 3 damage.
Ooh. Now we can think about it again.
Yeah, now it's neutral. So how easy is the foreman to hit? Do we know?
Evasion 8.
Accuracy and try and fish for the damage, or no? We ball. I'm gonna say the leadership die for damage.
Let's go.
Barrage. Staying this at neutral. Tempest Charge Blade. Let's go. Big money, no whammies.
Yo!
You made the right call.
Nice.
So adding the leadership die and adding a thermal charge.
You got it. 20 kills outright. 12, good start. Ooh, 13. It's not gonna be... We're not doing it.
I'll just click it again for the...
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. That is only 16.
Yeah.
Foreman
Well, let me see what the
lives-
structure roll says.
Foreman gets to roll twice and keep either one. Impaired.
It's prone, impaired. My line of sight of the sniper here?
No. Oh, sorry. Yes.
No?
Absolutely are.
Yes. Okay, so... But I have cover from him.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Great. The best type of cover. Then I'm
I
just
don't
going
think
to...
we re-up the shield, though. Oh,
We did not.
okay.
We deliberately did not. Because I thought I was going to sit here and cover.
Well, do you want to move away or end it there?
No. No need to proc in Overwatch.
Okay.
I'm going to have faith
Scour.
that...
No. Yes? Scour time. Can the fortress see you? Barely. That's unfortunate. Fortress is going to lock onto you, Corgi, and shoot its mortar array at you.
It will gain 2 heat from Strike Code.
Yes. Consuming lock on, making it neutral. Ooh. Hello. Veil. All you.
It's prone, so you get accuracy on it.
In order to get in range, I have to proc the sniper, though.
Well, you could reload and then Everest initiative to shoot your AMR at it.
AMR's ordnance.
You can... is AMR loaded right now? It is, right? Is it loaded?
It is not loaded.
Oh, okay. Too bad.
Well, that's right. I forgot that you can't load and shoot the AMR.
No.
There's a reason why
Not
people
in that
shouldn't.
order. Have to shoot and then load. Unless you're elite sniper.
Those guys are cheating. Oh, don't compare yourself to them.
When do I get that reaction?
Never.
The secret is overcharge looping.
Yeah, or playing around.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the 10 damage if it hits me.
So we are moving, and I will proc moving target, and you will say, "Fuck me up, fam."
Yeah.
You got it. Ooh, that's with 2 accuracy too. Ooh. Ooh.
And
That's a
What?
big oof.
Those are those tap dancing shoes.
Ooh.
My
you
man.
thought you intimidated me with your Overwatch. No. Just walk right by it. And then I will put a round into that foreman.
Mm-hmm. Prone, core, 2 accuracy, impaired, 1 accuracy.
Go high.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to boost then. And then free action boost.
Damn, Vale. Playing the objective. I love to see it.
And
Thank
then I
God,
do
I was
still
gonna
have
say.
1 point of movement.
Yeah, no problem.
Try to get into cover.
Goliath.
Navcom locked.
He's going to lock on and shoot at you, Corgi.
I would like it to make a contested systems checks with me.
No problem. Sorry, buddy.
What?
Man!
we win those.
These industrials have great systems.
Oh, we
Oh,
don't know.
21!
Or do that?
It can't shoot the foreman, right? So I can just make it miss.
No. It'll be a miss. That leaves the Scourer. Scourer's gonna reload the fortress and will then beam down to Can. Ooh, man. Now both sides are just fucking it up. It's just...
This is fine.
It's not going. It's not
Hurt.
going. The sniper will dodge roll.
I'm okay with this.
Will we dodge roll? I just boost, actually. We're boosting. Fuck it. It's go time.
Opening fire.
We bust out the mech-sized tactical knife and slam it into
I thought the
Toucan.
Oh, do elites go twice, don't they?
Let's go twice.
Well, I don't like this.
No more Mr. Nice Sniper. Out around 4. Goliath and Interford take a point. We'll just go to 4. Consortium, thanks to Vale, will still receive a point. The score is tied up 4-4 as we go to round 4. Players go first.
How is it tied?
Because we both
They
have
got
the
2
same
this
amount
round.
of points.
They
the
gained
sniper
2 this
rushed my
turn.
point. Yeah.
Yep. It's a player turn.
So, almost, but not quite. Can almost do something really dumb. Toucan, if you give the sniper just everything you got,
I could
much-
do that. Look,
how much damage can you do?
I have 4 points of structure left. I can deal with this thing.
Yeah, I think you're bad enough to deal with a sniper. Then go right ahead.
I mean, I've got
Probably have pretty.
I mean, I've got a pair of pistols, so that's like some pretty good
Mhm.
guaranteed damage.
Absolutely.
And I can jackhammer around that piece of terrain right next to him, so he gets knocked back.
2 spaces. Yep.
Yeah, and then we're not engaged when I shoot him.
Those
Did the
sound
foreman
like-
take the 2 damage from reliable?
No, because we got 3 armor.
Oh, he has 3 armor.
Yeah.
I was saying that-
Toucan?
The only other
yeah,
spicy
unless-
thing is if you grab it.
Unless there's
pull
something
it.
you want to do first. I mean, like that's kind of
No.
like my
No,
plan
don't
for
worry, Ray.
dealing with this situation.
Yeah, no, that's good. I was just gonna ask if there was any way you can get him 1 square closer.
Is that close enough for like your purposes?
Unfortunately, you're 1 square short of where I would need him to be. But I mean,
Okay.
just go off on.
Kill him yourself.
Go off on. Kill him yourself. I say I don't even think you have to move.
Well, I think he gets hard cover if I don't,
No.
right?
No, you're adjacent to the hard cover, so no cover at all.
You get to shoot around it.
Dope.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stay there.
Reload if you moved, right?
The action is still down until the sniper goes next. Because elites are weird when they recharge.
So they only get the recharge on their first turn?
Yeah, on the first turn in a new round. Good hit. Damn.
It's something.
It sure is. Do you want to overcharge to it again?
Yeah, you know what? Let's just bite the bullet. Let's get rid of this game. Nobody likes this guy.
I like the sniper. I think he's a cool guy.
Hey, that's not bad.
Nice. 2 more pistols?
Yep.
Yo!
Whoa.
4 damage. Losing a system, we lose Sniper's Mark, which nobody needs. Equal Life will go.
Navcom locked.
Borgie,
Oh, hey.
I've had enough of missing you, so we'll stop. First by grappling, consuming lock-on and accuracy. Hits, you are now grappled. And we will skirmish with the industrial clamps, which now automatically hit for 5 kinetic. Ending turn for the Goliath.
I assume you're not going to let me go. You're dragging me back with you.
Of course. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, I should have applied knockback on the foreman when I hit it.
I thought
Pushed
we
it in the lava.
specifically didn't want to block back the fight.
The second knockback on the Tempest.
Oh, gotcha. That's true. Well, that's the Goliath's turn. Grappling the kunai and squeezing the shit out of it for 5 damage. Leaving the players.
It's the top of the round, so the foreman's got its funny back.
Hell yeah.
Vale, are you reloaded or no?
I still have not had the opportunity.
Oh god, that's rough.
We were too busy playing the objective.
I mean, rightfully
I was
so.
trying to kill the foreman, actually. I could get the objective and still reload.
Yeah. I say, is it worth putting at least some rounds into the sniper?
Well, I could reload and then overcharge to take some reactor damage.
Well, you have your 1 free overcharge.
Yep, we still have initiative.
It's only for boost.
Initiative.
Oh yeah, I used
Everest.
initiative last time.
Last scene?
Oh, it's
or
once a scene.
It's once per scene now.
Yeah, I can use it again. So yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I will... Save live. And then I will use my initiative to shoot at the sniper.
That shot is soft cover. shooting over size 1 rocks.
So
Oh, but
net
you have it
1
in
difficulty.
I think it's neutral. Should be.
Yeah, your core power
Or-
gives you an accuracy to offset it.
Yeah, and then I'm still.
Impaired ran out, I think. I just forgot to take off the token. Yep.
So I'm no
Neutral
longer
shot?
impaired.
No longer impaired, neutral attack. Just hit. Nice.
Hey,
3 damage.
God, I really should have gotten turrets up when I had the chance.
And then I'm going to. I'm going to take a walk. He still hasn't had his turn, right?
No, still no reaction.
And I will end my turn.
The foreman will stand up and barrage,
Flatten them.
bashing the shield into your face, Singularity. No.
Okay.
Ravage turreting. That's gonna be everybody. Hard cover, soft cover, engaged, hard cover. Okay, it's gonna be 6,000 difficulties here. On 4 targets. Toucan. Engaged. Wait, impaired 3 difficulty. Nice. Singularity. Engaged 1 difficulty. Nice. Corgi.
Also impaired.
Yeah, but it's accurate input. So that's
Oh, okay.
just nothing. Engaged, soft cover, Visage of a Loved One, 3 difficulty into Corgi, and Veil, same deal, hardcover, 3 difficulty. Nice, about what I expected. Take turn. Ah,
God damn.
we tried. Take turn. Corgi and Singularity.
Singularity, if you want, I can try and hack the Goliath, use my core power, force it to move it out of the zone, and then shoot the foreman.
Shit.
Won't
Sounds
work
good to
Corgi.
me, fam.
Won't work?
Goliath can't boost right now because it's grappling.
Oh, okay.
Can't you have it end the grapple? Or,
No,
oh.
that's a free action. I don't
It's a
think I
free
get to make
action.
it do a free action.
I mean, in that case, is it worth me walking? The sniper hasn't taken its turn yet, so I can walk up to the Goliath and try and dunk on it
Good enough.
and at least contest the zone.
It will provoke Overwatch from the foreman, which is going to use the Ravager turret for the same thing basically again.
Does it get to shoot everyone on that?
Hell yeah.
Oh, is that worth it?
Do you...
It's still at... Oh no, it's at less difficulty now.
It's at 1 less difficulty.
Ralph, to just check, I've got 2 influence on the foreman right now.
Yep.
Oh.
I could take my turn, hack the foreman, make it walk into that lava, and then shoot all of its friends.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Alright, let's go with... I will do a full tech. Kick it off with an invade on the foreman. Do you have... Am I impaired because I'm grappled?
Nope.
Cool. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, and this is why I said I'm doing a full...
Hell yeah.
Ow.
Hey!
Is it worth to spend a charge for Shrike Code first?
Yeah,
As the maximum funny?
yes, I'll spend a charge on my cerebral amplifier to apply Shrike Code to him. Cause screw you, buddy.
Got it.
They'll take heat from the invade and then heat from the lava, and then I will have them shoot everyone that, all their buddies.
That is 4 buddies. That means we take 8 heat. Means we lose a stress. That happens first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually worst result. Actually the worst. Well, maybe. That means we get difficulty on the burn check at the end. We'll take it, I guess, but... Anyway, 4 targets. So... 1, 2, 3, 4... Scour, hardcover, 2 difficulty. Interfort. Clean. Sniper, hardcover, 2 difficulty. Industrial Goliath, 1 difficulty, softcover. Hitting Goliath for 2 damage. Oh, never mind, it's not a real turn, so we don't make the burn check here. Never mind.
Yeah. You know, I'm really disappointed with the work ethic of these builders. Every time I hijack their systems and make them try to murder each other, they miss.
It's because they're unionized. Okay, they stick together.
Yeah, the Teamsters rules don't allow that. I'll end my turn.
That leaves us with the Fortress Scourer and 2 Sniper turns. The Fortress is going to lock onto you, Corgi, and blast you again. Put the blast here, because if we hit Veil, they're knocked out of the zone. Sadly, we still see you, so it's going to be neutral against you, Corgi. But that's enough for you.
I don't care. I would rather be hit than fail.
Is entirely fair. And that leaves us
Just
with
moving myself so I can adjust.
Yeah, no problem. And Singularity. How are you?
Okay. I will... Now that I'm not at risk of proccing Overwatch, I'm actually going to see if I can't take out this sniper.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start my turn. Fame Creatures, attack run, take flight.
Mm-hmm.
Move me 3 towards the sniper. And get me elevation. Far more importantly, get me seeking.
No problem.
Ralph?
Yep.
Just for the record, the thing that's destroyed will be the Cerebral Amplifier. It only had 1 charge left.
You got it.
Now the $1 million question is, should I lock on or should I just should I Gamba? If I Gamba, I can potentially get back into the other control zone.
Well, Sniper still has 2 whole activations. So.
Well, unless I kill it.
Guarantees he dies.
Exactly. Unless you kill it.
Alright, you know what? I'll play us to neutral then. Alright, so lock on, then skirmish with the Fountainhead missiles on the sniper, consuming a lock on. So that's 1 accuracy.
Yep.
As they are now seeking.
Ooh, crit.
They do not. And this has Opcal on it. So, 7. Goodbye.
Sniper is done for.
And I will then move another 4 spaces. Back towards... I guess I'll just move here. Because that should put me in range of all these funny guys. So I'll move 4 spaces here, continue to gain elevation, go up to 7 elevation.
They are pretty
and get ready to drop on someone.
No problem. The Scourer will obliterate you, Toucan. Consuming lock on.
Race.
Won't be enough.
Well, it took long enough.
Yeah, I know.
That guy's been shooting at me for like an hour now.
It's just one continuous beam. It's never stopped, actually. 6 down to 5. Structure. Down to 12 HP. 1 armor. And let's see what happens. Oh, my form is actually dead. Oh, unlucky. Weapon destroyed.
Well, you know, the heavy machine gun wasn't really hitting anything anyways. That can just kind of...
The score ties itself up to
aside.
6 and 6. As we go to round 5, players will take the first turn once more.
People want me to pop the Goliath and try. Corgi.
I would appreciate it.
Anyone else in... I mean, it doesn't look like any of us are otherwise in urgent need.
Yeah, I think other than the Goliath, we're
go
pretty
for
well
it.
handled.
Alrighty.
Would you like a
You
leadership
gonna
die?
try?
We've got one left.
I kind of want to be greedy and save it for the fort, maybe, if we have... Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to have time to go for the fort. Yeah, I'll take it.
I don't know that the forts go down yet. It's just sitting there.
That's a shame. Alright. A dive attack, diving into the Goliath.
2 damage.
2 damage, and I'll take that leadership die, and I will swing with the giant sword. Tempest Charge Blade in that. Should I go for the accuracy?
No.
No, I probably just need the damage. Yeah, so rolling it at neutral.
Uh-huh.
Regular hit. 17, thermal charge. 18, and leadership die. 19.
Close. Not enough.
Whew.
Goliath goes down.
Corgi, you are free. Let
Much
my Corgi
obliged.
go.
The foreman will go.
Let the dogs out.
Just because it's funny and will die. Because it's a new round and we start the turn in lava. Dying ends the turn. I think. I hope. Leaving us with player turns.
Could I go next?
Mhm.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop up my little shield here.
Yeah. Not sure that's a little shield, but yeah.
There's other shields out there. I don't know. I think I will. Does the Scourer just have hard cover in there, or can I actually target him? How's that
You
work?
can target him. He has hard cover and resistance to all damage, so it's the worst target.
I think I will just Shatterhead Colony missiles the inner fort then.
Mm-hmm. Damage. 19 to go.
All right, so in 19 turns, we'll.
Mortar array, 2 targets. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Missing Corgi. Getting Singularity for 3 damage. Invading Toucan. Two-heat bird. Oh, Enclave is all attacks or medium ranged? Medium ranged.
You know, I'm not sure.
Nope, we're fine. Corgi and Vade left.
I was gonna rush him if you want to take over the control zone.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Get up and close and personal like the other sniper.
That worked out really well for him.
True.
Well, he only had 2 structure. I have 4.
Can't argue with that logic.
Do you want me to try and impair them first or do anything? Or do you want to seize the initiative and run up there?
I mean, lock on is always a good thing, I guess. He has
You have your
resistance
second
for
force, though.
anything past 3, right?
The Fortress has resistance for anything past 3, and the Scour has resistance. Period.
You still have your second core, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be funny to just make
Because
the
the Scour
shoot the fortress from the
Scour is
inside.
not-
Good meme.
I mean, or save it for round 6.
Yeah, just in case there's some enemies that come up
There
that
will
try to
be-
contest points.
I will never put any reinforcements at the end of round 5 because that is just the most cringe thing you can do. So, yeah,
I mean-
these 2 are the last ones.
All right. Do you want me to soften them up for you, Vale?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Can I see the Scourer from where I'm at? Is it
Problem.
is it like
Scour
this?
is big.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna do a full attack. I'm intending to click on the Scourer. I just want to make sure in case it clicks the 4.
Oh, good. I believe in you.
Alright, as a free action, I'm going to use my core power.
Oh, we can we also have a rock drill. We can use as a full action here to just drill this fort to death from the inside. which
Then I
deals
would
more
love that.
damage. Deals more damage, is less accurate though.
How hard can a fort be to hit?
True. Not hard enough. 8 damage from the inside.
If I remember right, it's got 8 evasion?
It's got 6.
No, it's 5, right?
My bet is on 6. Yep.
I remember it was a high.
We also have the free lock on.
Oh yeah, we
Well,
still
that
haven't used that.
counts it still.
Oh god, yeah, we totally did forget about that.
Yeah,
And then
as announced. We will forget about something.
and then I will lock onto the Interfort.
A lock on. Scourer will invade you too.
Actually,
Oh,
hold on a second. I haven't clicked in my turn. Whatever, it's the end of this. I'm going to do my 4th overcharge.
let's go. Never punished.
And then... It's going to treat Vale as invisible.
Okay.
Not for you to charge up and then get knocked back.
It's scouring time. Ugh. It's not scouring time. Oh, still 6 plus. You want to get resistance to this because that is gonna be. With resistance, it's 3 energy and 3 burn. I don't know if you want to brace or if you want to use the heat resistance.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not that one.
I'll probably just brace.
Yep.
I've still got my free brace I never used.
Yep. Veil and Veil.
I'm going to use my 4th overcharge.
Hell yeah.
What a learning experience for Lancer.
True. Now you're a true Interpoint Lancer as you overheat for the first time.
Can we interest you in a Sherman license?
No.
Sherman licenses. Good. Fuck the Sherman license.
Now I'm going to move, free boost.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna barrage and shoot him with a pistol and an assault rifle.
Heroic. Oh wait. Probably wanna use 1 quick for a boost and then skirmish with the assault rifle twice. Because the fortress has 2 armor. And the pistol will, do nothing.
That's a good point. That's a better plan.
So 2 assault rifles, absolutely fine, 1 accuracy each.
And I'm going to consume the lock-on for the first skirmish, and then I'm going to use the lock-on free action to lock on to everyone, and then consume
That has
lock-on
to
for the
be-
second.
That has to be the start of a round, I'm afraid.
It does? Oh, never mind.
It's okay, I got accuracy anyway. Not gonna matter. No, I'm so sorry. Oh, I guess it mattered. I guess I was
Wait.
wrong. Now I look like the asshole. That's fine.
I forgot to consume the lock-on for that. I don't think it makes a difference. He has
No,
6,
it
right?
does, it does, yeah. You want me a 4, or 5, or 6? 50-50. Let's roll the 6. No.
Wait, aren't you targeting the fort?
Yes, I am.
The fort is
Yeah,
6
we are.
evasion.
Yeah, that's why we miss.
Oh. There's only a 2. Ripperonis.
1 accuracy. Yes. Powerful. No damage.
Oh man.
We tried. An attempt was made. Uh, 3 points for Consortium. Going to 9. Veil contesting the zone. No points for the builders.
Yeah, I am still playing the objective.
We ended on a player turn, so NPCs go first. We'll start with a fort, lock on, invade into Toucan. Hits. Blows you up.
Gower is still inside, right?
Yep. We're vibing.
So do we want to greed this?
Oh, it's first overheat. I just ticked you
Oh,
down
the
too
first
quickly.
one?
I'm just that fast. Impaired.
I thought it had gone way worse for me.
That's it for the Interfort's turn. Who can cut down this fortress?
I still have my
AP
core.
on my AMR,
Uh,
and I'm loaded.
Yeah. I still have my
What?
core. If I get within range, I can do a cleave attack that hits both, which should free up the scour for you to pop.
The
Thoughts?
fort has 10 HP, so if you can get through that, that would be great. And we do still have the free lock on that we can use at the beginning of the round. So
True.
Yeah, use that free lock on.
Technically, the beginning of the round already has passed, but who cares?
it wasn't our turn. It's not our beginning.
I
I'm
mean,
sure that's how it works.
Yeah, if I consume the lock on, I'm basically nearly positive to get through the fort.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
And I should chunk the scour down enough veil for your AMR to ruin him.
All right.
All right.
All
Core. Demise from on high. Attack running to the fort. I'm gonna fly at, I don't know, height 2, just however high I need to fly.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
of course.
move 3. 3, move 4. Gonna take my 4th overcharge.
Let's go. Nice.
Heat doesn't change. First loss stress.
Ooh.
Oh, I actually wanted exposed.
That's a bit awful here.
Well, that's inconvenient. I'm gonna use that to boost. Get me to here. Range 2, I can target both of them. Or threat 2, I can target both of them. Tempest Charge Blade on the fort, consuming the lock on to make it neutral.
No, with executioner all this time.
Yeah, I never had a decent target to do it on. I never had
Good.
2 in 1 range.
Memes.
Regular hit, dead fort,
Oh no.
and Executioner 1.
I will. Do you want me to engage in chicanery?
What is chicanery?
Oh,
It has reactions.
No, it's worse. So, before the fort died, this Scourer was in a quantum state, occupying all space at once. It must now reconsolidate somewhere. I think it's even adjacent to the wreck. Yeah, we pop out here.
Executioner, never lucky.
Yep.
I mean, I guess in theory, I've got 2 more spaces of movement. Not that it really matters, but
And these
Um,
also. Oh, that the map's gone.
oh, lordy.
Okay.
I'll at least move to here to contest the zone, and Vale, he's all yours. I thought I was going to at least
Moving to weapon range.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Nah. Well, everybody gets to dunk on one Scourer. Good luck.
I'm going to barrage
Let's do it.
with the AMR in my rifle.
Do you want a crack shot? As well.
I am going to crack shot.
If you consume lock on the AMR, it would be probably overkill.
Plus
It's already
2.
It's already 3 accuracy without lock on.
Yeah, consume it on the rifle. Or save it for Toucan.
So plus 3 accuracy, not consuming lock on.
Yeah. Give me the 10. 5. Unlucky. No, let's have the Scout.
And then
Piercing, though.
Assault rifle at 2 accuracy.
I did need that lock on.
Apparently so.
I mean, you only rolled a 2.
3
so-
armor. Because everything here
Okay.
is made entirely out of armor.
I'm gonna overcharge for the 5th time.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all should use that lock on. I can't hurt this thing.
I'll take 8 heat. That puts me at 3, right?
Correct. Second low stress.
I'm still exposed.
Nice. Fuck him up to accuracy. 3 if you consume lock on.
So nobody else has a better use for the lock-on other than a 1d6 rifle.
Take him.
I could potentially take it more heat or walk into lava.
Well, my rifle will give it 2 heat.
Nice. Do it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah!
Good damage too.
2 damage and 2 heat.
Yo. Gaming. Well, Corgi.
Gamers Gaming.
Is that the end of your stuff, Toucan?
Anything you want to
It's the end of my
contribute, Corgi?
stuff.
Yes, I am gonna do a full tech so I can last argument of King's It.
Nice, yeah.
And I'll consume that lock.
And what is the argument you're presenting here? What is the final argument you're making?
You basic.
Ooh. And it was true, the Scourer was basic. Perfect. That will end the scene. The clear consortium victory. Builders never stood a chance. Alright. We will award some license levels for your efforts. Starting with... Oh, I also forgot to... You're the 42nd Sagarmatha player Toucan. Wow. Singularity. You're going to LL5. That means you get a new
Indeed.
badge. That in theory means you must pick a side now, but I think the season's going to be over before you get off cooldown.
Unless I come in as a
Correct.
sub.
Corgi going to LL11.
Woo!
Toucan. It's going to LL2. And Vale.
Nice.
For your very first Interpoint Station mission, you're going to LL1. Getting a cool new badge. And I hope you had a fun time playing Lancer.
I did.
Definitely. I really
I'm glad I
like the team.
finally got able to play.
Hell yeah. Alright. That's it for today. And I'll see you around in the future. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one.
Thanks,
Have a
Ralph.
good night.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you for
Hello, Twitch chat. GG's indeed. Goliath got hops. Yeah, that was a sick maneuver. It's even better with a Goliath has retribution, so it deals bonus damage after taking damage. As God intended. That's it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time. We can go raid Trump, I guess. Who's playing Hearthstone? Always Hearthstone. I like it better when Trump plays D&D. We'll ask him if he plays D&D in the future. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Say hi to Trump. Take it easy. Have a good one. And goodbye.